What's up, guys? We got a late start for the Melee Championship Series that's going on right now. I don't know where we're at because I don't have scores, and I'm currently looking for someone to commentate. But currently we're looking at lane 4, which is Axe Vengers versus Primal. We'll switch over to lane 3. We got Legends versus the Soaring Blades. So stand by. We're going to locate a commentator here shortly. Otherwise, just enjoy some random axe throwing. I have a wireless mic. Let me make sure it works from out there. That might suffice. That would be nice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This morning, the tables didn't show up until 10 o'clock this morning, so since 10 I just now got audio working.
So I just got a really brief overview of what this is all about, because I don't know anything.
But I made an app for it. They're scoring on my app. We got lanes 3 and lane 4.
Sounds like an interesting concept. I mean, I don't even know how you keep up with this. Where's your app? Where's the scoring?
They have them over there. The judges have them.
So you don't have them over here?
I don't have it. We're not that far yet. So they're able to score the matches with it. So this is it right here. Type in your tournament name, right? Choose your team. Change your names.
Yeah.
They can score. It does closes out the scores like the rule set. So if they hit a 3, it closes out the 3. 0, 1, 4. You're going to tie. Go for kill shots for ties. They both get 4 throws at kill. So they can hit or miss. And then they get points. 1 point for each kill in overtime. So right now we got tie game, so it's 4-4. 14 points for Valkyrian, 4 for Widowmakers. Then we go to the next match, which is also Hatchet. And we just score that all 0.
How long do matches take? So when this is a match,
They do 5 throws for Hatchet. Is match 1.
the first
Match 2 is Hatchet again, 5 throws. There's different players. Then it goes to duels, 5 throws. Then it goes to 5 throws of big axe. And then halftime, and it starts over.
reassess, switch,
Yep.
but they do the same hatchet, duels, big ass,
Yeah,
whatever.
right. So it's like
Just having some confusion getting the names in on the second half.
testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Put Primal up there.
What's that?
Put Primal up there. Can you do that?
Who?
Primal?
Yeah, lane.
So they just made halftime.
Yep. So halftime comes, they give their lineups at halftime, and then within the app they'll key those in, so you don't know them in advance until halftime.
I love that dude's shirt.
So they'll key in the names. These mics are hot, by the way.
Nice.
So
So where does it show the names?
I can't see anything here. So they're all over there.
So they have to go, that's a practice throw. Or you can go kill anytime you want.
I think so, but I think you also have to go. So here's the rule set right here.
We're live right now.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube. I'm learning with you guys right now in the audience. The Melee Championship Series is brand new here in Minneapolis, Minnesota at Bad Axe City Center. Joining us with the Melee Championship, I'm Rob Leverance from Houston. I'm learning with you how to score in the Melee. Team event where we go hatchet, duels, big axe. We're missing one.
And then halftime, then hatchet.
Halftime, hatchet, duels, and big axe. So right now, the match we're watching right now is Team Axe Avengers versus Primal Axe Club. The Primal Axe Club is mostly the Denver area. If I
think so.
if I remember correctly. Big Axe aficionados in Denver. I do not know. Where's Axe Vengers from? Minnesota. Okay, so that's the local favorite. So right now we are now in throw number. I don't have a scoreboard in front of me. Like I said, I am learning with you guys right now. Decisions are being made. Jeb in the black. I don't know who the Hulk is. I don't know his name. In the green, obviously the six-pack. I see kill shots being called. If the kill shot's open, they can go for it. If not, if it's been hit, they have to go caddy corner. So if the high one's hit, they got to go low. I don't think kill shots have been hit, so that's why they went up in the top. Hit and a hit. Brandon Shell in the background doing a little coaching on Jeb. Good crowd right now for the Melee Championship. This is the beginning of the U.S. Open 2022 in Minneapolis, where we will have knife throwing tomorrow morning, followed by Big Axe, then hatchet, then duels on Saturday. Hatchet and duels on Saturday. That kill shot looks like it was hit. Both miss. So the kill shot by Jeb, the last one was hit on the top right, and then he had to go down caddy corner to the low side on the opposite end. And he missed. Now we're gonna roll in to Joe, and Joe. Primal Club in the black, Axe Vengers in the superhero uniform. That had to be a practice. You get one practice, huh?
I think so.
One practice. This is real time now. Looks like Joe might have clipped. Axe Vengers dipped down for a 4. I can't see the score in front of me right now. It looked like Jenna called a 4 and a 5. But these 5 throws are not scored on the final total count. The final total count determines who wins match 1 of this hatchet portion, and who wins match 1 of the hatchet portion gets how many points?
They get 4 points. Here, I got some score right here.
4 points. Bear with us. This is very new. The Melee Championship Series. This is, I think, event number 4 or 5. Primetime spot in Minneapolis at the U.S. Open. Axe number 2 might have clipped the bullseye and a low throw. We need Jenna to stand in front of the camera to show the score.
Right.
That'd be great. I should run over there and tell her that. And I need a scorecard.
There we go. So wins are 4 points. Kill shots are 2 points during the game, 1 point in overtime.
So whoever wins this individual match will get 4 points for that win. If the kill shots are hit, it's an additional point during sudden death. Is it accumulative? What if they hit like 19 kill shots?
No, we only get 5 throws. Oh, sudden death. Overtime is 4.
Okay.
So they're going to
Sudden
do
death
4 throws at kill shot no matter what. They can end in a tie.
Okay, they can end in a tie.
Yeah. Which would, if they tie at the end of after halftime, and then that next set, they will they go into what they call.
Can we pull up the stream over here somewhere?
The live stream?
Yeah.
That's
No.
this has a delay.
Oh, okay.
This is live to.
Gotcha, live. I'm not familiar with the Avenger characters. Are you?
No.
I think that's supposed to be Thor.
Yeah, I think he's Thor.
So Thor's throwing against Joe. Joe, I've recently learned, is Riddico is one of the OGs in the WATL axe throwing community. He is one of 2 people that are here present at this tournament in 2022 that have been involved in the 2017 World Axe Throwing Championship, along with Ryan Gustin, who is the only one who has attended every major event since 2017. Riddico, looking at his games played total, is second amongst the most games played out of all of WATL throwers. He's got a lot of throws. We've got Thaddeus. I should know his name, but I
Shipley?
don't.
Is it Shipley?
Thaddeus, but his partner for duels looks like Clifton. Then we got Nikki. We got the Knights. Nikki and Dustin for the Axe Vengers. Tap of the axe, we're going. That was the first practice throw, the only practice throw they get. This is axe number 1 on that match for match number 2. I wish I had a camera on the setup that Anthony has made here at Bad Axe City Center. This is an impressive setup. We've got 4 screens, including what looks to be a 42-inch TV in front of us. We need to tell Jenna. Jenna's our judge right now. She is walking back and forth, giving the scores to Ashley over there, who is our scorekeeper, the official scorekeeper, to whom I cannot see the scores. We need Jenna to give us a visual to help you and I move along with this at the same time. Duels portion. This is match number 3, excuse me. Nikki and Dustin, missed kill shot. Looks like I hit bullseye with a safe play of a 5 and a 4 from Primal. Come on in, Val. You want to come in? Celebrity guest appearance by Vale, not Val. Vale Cook. You might know him from defending champion Big Axe of recently Ironside, where he smoked his opponent. Some might know him as
Lucas Johnson.
some might know him as Lucas Johnson. He's a semi-good thrower, so Vale has definitely made his name in the Big Axe world. Vale, come sit down, man. We got another mic over here, man. No need to hug me right now, buddy. I love you. Vale is part of Team Wolfpack, the Texas club, who we played next.
To change to the other lane, just press lane 3.
Yeah, we play next.
Lane 3, okay.
We just cycle back and forth there.
We do have 2 matches going on, 2 games going on right now. I'm sticking with this one because I'm still trying to learn the rules myself. I'm doing a terrible job
I can help
explaining
you out
everything.
a little bit with that.
So we are in the duels portion, match number 3 of this game. Primal Club versus Axe Avengers.
So duels in this is actually a very interesting rule set to me, because with lockout and courage, like in play, you have to share the same target. Like, there's multiple things on the board, but you're not throwing at different ones. You're throwing at the same one, each person on the team. So you climb the ladder, or at least that's what I like to do. You go from bottom, middle to top bullseye.
Can you ask Jenna?
At which point, in duels, you don't go diagonal from top to bottom on the kill shot. You would move instead just vertically from the top one to the bottom. But you also have the addition of being able to call same kill shot with your teammate, where the kill shot has now gone from being
You mean going for the same 1.5-inch kill shot?
Yes.
2 axes, 1 hole.
2 axes, 1 hole.
Okay.
At which point, the kill shot is now worth, instead of 8 points, 9
9.
for each axe hit. So you
Plot
have a
twist.
potential extra 2-point swing, or even 1-point swing that you can pull.
In match 3
In match
or
play.
7 of the
So-
5 throws of that individual match.
Exactly. So things can get very interesting in duels, specifically in this new game set.
Let me go ask her now.
So, Vale, are you familiar with the Avengers characters?
Yes.
I'm embarrassed to say I do recognize Captain America, but what is Nikki supposed? What character is she?
I am having a hard time telling, but I think that she is Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. I don't
Well, it's less of a
If you're
a
out there,
superhero character.
drop a comment and let us know.
Less of
The
a
character of
superhero
Nikki.
character outside of the what if section of things, and she was just featured in the later and one of the most recent, the Doctor Strange one.
Gotcha. Now, Nikki and Dustin are venue owners over in North Dakota.
But it's so North Dakota, here in Minnesota, and I believe Wisconsin as well. They've
And
got a couple.
that
US
is
acts.
U.S. axe throwing. They put on a event yesterday that was I forgot what they branded it as. The only clip that I saw of the tournament was Commissioner Mike Morton carrying a board on his shoulder and throwing an axe.
Yes, that
running
was
back
the
and
thing.
forth. The quick pitch. It was
So,
pretty incredible to see the
That was an
commissioner move like that.
interesting rule set because the rule was you had 2 minutes.
Were you
to
there?
Score yes, I was.
Oh,
You
my
had 2
goodness.
minutes to score as many points as you wanted while carrying the board, or what I chose to do was take half points and throw with no board. So I thought that I
Half
could
points, no board. So you thought you could move quicker.
So I thought that I could move quicker. Like I thought I could throw 2 times as many axes without the board as people could.
So-
I think I just kind of underestimated how quick people can move with that board.
Hold that thought, Bell. So right now, we just threw the duels portion. What are we going to right now?
So after duels will be big axe.
Or we're moving on the second 5 set of second
Oh, they
5.
went for same. They're all going same kill shot, I believe, right now. See, so that's the next throw at it. So they got one.
So the
they
first
got
5
1-9.
throws are out of the way.
They got 1-9 versus the whatever.
Is the duels portion 10 throws?
Duels motion is 5 throws.
5 throws.
All of these are 5 throw games, but you have 2 kill shot throws.
Did someone just call a
allowed in every
timeout?
one. No, they just called.
Might have been a scoring adjustment.
They were just calling the hits versus the misses. It looks like Dustin hit is the only of the.
Okay. So now that duels is over, we're going to be going to Big Axe.
Yep.
And we'll come back to you. Let's talk more about the tournament yesterday.
Yeah, it was an interesting event. So,
How did your strategy work out?
Oh, not great.
Not great.
Not
If you
great.
don't know who Vale is, he looks like he could run quite fast. Looks like he can move quite fast. And he's a very, very accurate thrower. So
I was moving pretty quick at
half,
the beginning. throwing
half
pretty quick
points
at the
means you have to
beginning.
move twice as fast as them, yeah?
But somewhere about a minute in of full tilt, like throw the axe, sprint to the board, sprint back to the line, 180, throw, like
Okay.
go back and forth. I was starting to breathe pretty heavy and starting to throw a couple fours in there, you know. It was,
So we're moving to the Big Axe portion. That was our practice throw. We got Tobias representing Primal. And we have, what Avenger character is that?
ooh, man.
Iron Man? That's not Iron Man. Is that Iron Man?
Oh, that is, I believe, Ryan Chilson.
Ryan Chilson.
Or let me
As-
see. Let me see. I can stand up and look and get a better view.
First throw, bullseye, and maybe a 4.
That's not Iron Man. Is it? Is that Deadpool? I think that's Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. You know, I'm not much of an Avengers fan, as you can quite see. But I have watched all the movies, and I find them very, very entertaining. But my
That's a good attitude to have.
my identification on the characters is less than stellar. But so we have Deadpool versus Tobias, who, in my opinion, is one of the most Viking-esque axe throwers in all of WATL. Tobias is one of the first people I met in 2018 in my first tournament, which was the U.S. Open in 2018 in Chicago.
See, and I like Tobias on this one because he's one of the few people that I think actually throws a big axe. So,
Yes.
so many people in this sport now, like big axe has become almost small hatchet. And
So at this point, Val, he went up for the kill shot,
yeah. he
and
missed, and he
Deadpool
went
stayed down. You can call a kill shot at any time, and he's going
Yes.
kill again.
Yes. So, in this game format with lockout in play, depending on what you throw where, it might be advantageous to take your kill shot early.
A hit and a miss.
Hit and a miss. Ryan is taking this one.
Robert Young in the house.
Oh, we got another person back here.
Robert Young, we have a question for you. Robert Young was one of the ESPN finalists last year at the 2021 WATC in Fort Worth, Texas. The big question is for you is, congratulations on that performance. That was pretty incredible. Did you get third or fourth? Jeff Cope wants to know.
So, realistically, I went all the way through A bracket. So, and I believe he got knocked down to B, if I am correct.
So you're saying you had one loss and he had two?
Yes.
Wow.
So
That's flawless logic right there.
I'm going to throw one thing back behind this one that was brought up in point by Lucas Johnson here. Most of the time in WATL, to determine a tiebreaker, they go to bullseye
Percentage. Yeah.
Do we have the stats for 2021 World's bullseye percentage, Jeff Cope versus Robert Young?
Do you want to know what they are?
Can we
I know what
pull
they, I
these
know.
up?
I know what they are.
You know what they are?
Yes.
You know what they are?
Robert, do you want to know?
Do you want to know?
At this point, we might as well.
If he wants to know, I'll let him know.
Let's pull it up.
I think he did have more bullseyes.
He did. His Jeff Cope's bullseye percentage was better.
Well, what was his kill shot?
I don't know. I don't remember his kill shot
I
percentage.
don't think that WATL cares about kill shots.
As of right now, they don't.
Hey, kill shots don't matter, like, good job, you got 8 points. Like, bugger off now. You hurt your bullseye percentage. Lower seed for you.
So right now, Robert Young, you're with the Wolfpack, correct?
Yes.
Wow, what a recruit that was. Robert Young was Texas, moved
Yep.
up to Alaska with the military, and he represents Frost Axe.
Hey, it was barely a recruitment. We had to, beat him off with a stick at first.
I mean, it's not a bad pickup. I still don't have a team. I'm still not part of a team.
You were tired. You beat me with 32, and then you said, I'm done. This
That's
is
right.
great. I'm over.
I live in my glory days from that clip. If you want to see that clip, go check it out. I dropped the highlighter. Go check it out on the YouTube video.
Yeah, you can watch
The
me.
recent post.
You can watch me on track to hit a 27 with a kill shot.
So right now it
Great
looks
game.
like we went to halftime, where at this point the team that is winning has to turn in their roster card, and their lineup to decide who throws win, because that is set before the match 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Now,
Once that happens,
the team in the lead has to submit their card first.
they have to submit it first.
And they have to make their decisions known publicly. So you are allowed to, as the team that is behind in points, counteract the other team's decision making.
You can make adjustments to make the matchups that you think are in your favor if you're the team behind.
So, for example, if you have a thrower that gets under somebody's skin, match them up. Because this is a mental game. You won't see much of it because most people are class act, but part of Team Melee is the idea that your team is supposed to be standing there and chirping.
If you're wondering how to join one of these teams, I don't think, do any of these teams have tryouts?
So, every team...
I don't think so.
So, this first year of Team Melee was meant to be a smaller run. At first,
Grab that
for
chair.
a few teams that got joined in. I believe we are capped at, was it 8 or 12 teams?
There's 8 teams right now.
So there are 8 teams, because they set the number specifically at a thing, and they invited people to join. As far as things were concerned, this first year is almost exclusively invite, because it was meant to be a proof of concept.
Tyler
and
Flynn
building
versus
out.
Mike Philibom right now, or at least the Tyler Flynn lookalike.
No, that's a flow bro.
Flo bro.
It's a flow bro.
We lost video. Technical to go. Let's go back to the other lane and see them still setting their lineup. Looks like they might even be doing something
We see some
with
guy.
the input of the rosters
He
or
looks like a
possibly
Hulk.
scoring.
He looks like a Hulk. That's very fun.
I need one of those shirts. Show off my figure.
We see the 2018.
About the only way I get a six-pack.
We got Benjamin Edgington up there standing around looking.
Speaking of Ben Edgington, 2018 World Axe Throwing Champion, did you see his knife juggling flip throw?
I did not, but that sounds entertaining as hell, and I want to see
smokes.
that.
So he's been on the Steve Harvey show when he's done some flipping of the axes and juggled axes before, but he did a reel. I'm not about my technology. I don't know if it's a reel or an Insta stuff something, but he posted something, a video of him juggling knives and then throwing one and smacking the bullseye.
So I've tried it.
Quite impressive.
So I've tried one thing a few times that I have not gotten to work right. I've been trying to toss an axe up in the air in front of me and kick it into the target.
How'd that work
I've
out?
gotten the tip to hit a couple of times, but it's hard to get the power to get it to stick into the board.
You mean, is it resting on your foot when you kick it?
No,
Or do you
so,
actually
like,
kick
the
it
idea
like
is,
you would a
I'm
soccer
kinda,
ball?
like tossing it up like in the air a little bit, you know, like to get like the flat side.
Okay.
And then you kick it, and then like hopefully it'll rotate and get the tip to hit the board.
If you're listening to this and you have not axe thrown, do not try that at home.
Yeah, don't. It's a really bad idea. So mine don't have blades on them; they're just tipped. I'm basically kicking a flat piece of metal with a pointy end.
So right now we're in a stalemate in both matches. Rosters are being set. We have Legends versus the Soaring Blades Axe Club.
So anyways, as I got drug in here, which has been excellent, I was trying to find my team for a quick team meeting over there by my buddy Tyler Desma's Leather Workshop. Because we're about to play.
Special announcement by owner Mario. Sounds like Mario.
Oh, it's Mario talking.
We'll wait and hear it. We're going to see what he has to say right now. I might stand corrected here. I don't think rosters are being set. I think those matches,
I think that was the
the
second
game
match
is
out.
over. So we're going to move on to our second gameplay coming up here. I don't know the schedule.
believe we are
Looks
up.
like the Wolfpack might be going up. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Jackalope, McGill Tamburini's team, we will see their colorful jerseys, the best jerseys in town right now, consisting of that OG Ryan Gustin that I talked about before, Mr. Kearney on that team. They are going to be coming into view right now. Nick Kalamaya, Kearney, Jason, how do you say Nick's last name? Kalamaya. You can see him on video right there. You got Dave Alviso on that team. Lucas Johnson, you're the right person I want to come over here and commentate with me right now.
All right.
Because I do not know any of the rules. I'm learning as I go.
I got you. All right.
We're
What
kind
kind
of
of questions we got?
we're kind of handicapped right now because we don't have any screen that says what the score is. So what we need to do is we need to keep manual score.
Oh, it's really hard, but we can pretty much keep score. Yeah, because it's just
We'll
sixes.
explain it as we go. So
is my mic on?
Luke, yeah, that mic
Good?
is hot.
Okay.
Lucas Johnson just joined us. If you don't know him, he is his resume, his CV is quite extensive. Duels champion twice, duels runner-up once, plethora of tournaments this year, finishing first in all three disciplines. One of the top knife throwers of this year, Dave Alviso. Congratulations on being a new father. He's wearing the sunglasses. Ryan Gustin sporting the flying squirrel headband. Just came into view right now. We should probably focus on this match, or
No, that one's different.
this match is still going on.
No, it's over. It's over.
Oh, it's over.
You can change that from.
Okay, we're going back to Jackalope.
All right.
The graphics haven't changed. We need Anthony to come back. But right now we got Jackalope in the paintball jerseys. Looks like they got attacked. Versus, that's Valkyrie and Steel?
Yeah, Valkyrie and Steel. All right, let's see. Can I can fix it. I can fix it. I'm scared.
So match number one is coming up right now. That is a practice throw that just took place. Zach Crawford in the house made his way across the screen. 2020 Big X champion. Finished with a kill shot in that match. Gustin in the paintball jersey.
All right, so we have Jackalope versus Valkyrie.
With a 6 and a 6. We need her to stand
no,
in the
three.
camera.
It's a 3.
How was it a 3? Because he missed the
he
bull.
missed the bull. He missed the bull.
He missed
so-
the high bull and landed in the 3 ring. So it was a bull versus a 3.
Yes.
So right now this individual match is scored
6-3.
as a 3-point difference.
Yep, and-
Axe number 2, match number 1.
And now that bullseye is closed out for Valkyrian.
For Gustin. No, for Valkyrie.
Yes.
They're opposites, I think.
Yeah. So this is.
That should be Gustin. Yes.
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
they're opposites. So
And
now both middle bowls are closed.
Correct. 9 to 12. We're going low bulls here is the strategy, I believe.
What's the strategy here, Lucas?
I mean, I think low bull, you got to go for that, right? But I do think there's so
Miss and a hit.
yeah. So Gustin's having some twist. It looks like.
That's not a funny camera angle there. That's just
No,
Gustin
that's-
twisting
yeah.
it out, rolling it to the right.
So he gets a 0 there because he already had hit a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So now he's down 6, I believe, or yeah, 6 because I think she called his a 3 as well. So he's going kill. I didn't see what. Okay, so he's playing it safe. So he's trying to get points.
So you're telling me at any time in the match you can go for anything on the target.
Yep, anything.
But once you hit it, it closes
It's
out.
closed,
No
it's
matter
gone.
what.
No
So
matter
you
what.
play it safe. You hit a 5.
Even kills, right? So if you
That
go
5
for
is done.
if you go for a kill, you have now closed. If you hit a top kill, you've now closed both of the top kills, and you also now have to go
Caddy
diagonal.
corner.
Yeah. So top right and bottom left, or top left.
Kitty corner or caddy corner?
Caddy.
Caddy.
My wife, Kitty.
Kitty. Where's your wife from?
California, Northern
Wow.
California.
If
All right,
you're
so-
out there, what is it? What is it? Kitty or caddy? Let us know.
All right.
Smacked.
So looks like they won.
Miss.
Dustin's still doing some twist. Hopefully he figures that out by tomorrow. All right. So they took a lot of points that game. All right. So they got the win
Which is 4 points.
and a kill shot. So I think they took 5 points that game. Valkyrie and still.
A win in this match overall is 4 points awarded. Any kill shots hit is an additional point.
Correct. And he only went for 1, and he didn't throw a perfect game. So he got 5 points.
5 total points on
And
that
Gustin
match.
got 0. So
So now we move along to match number 2,
it's another hatchet match.
and it's Dylan Teets versus, was that Wellman?
No. That is
Dylan Teets also rocking sunglasses.
David Carroll. For some
David
reason, I went
Carroll.
very blank. Yeah, he throws out of Axe House, Cleveland. Recently engaged to Tabitha Fisher, like this week,
These lineups are set prior to the game.
prior to the
Is
game.
there an order in the initial roster setup? Does someone have to submit first?
Yeah, so I don't think anybody has to submit first for the first match, but then the
But once the
whoever
rosters are
wins,
set, that's set for
that's
the.
set, and then whoever wins the first match turns theirs in first for the second match, and I believe that the other team gets a chance to look at it, so they can try to strategically match people up.
Make adjustments.
Yeah. All right, so I think that was 6-6. I think that's a 5. And so maybe his wasn't a 6.
Are those bullseyes on top and bottom larger than the bullseye in the middle?
Yes, so those are 2-inch.
2-inch bullseyes.
And let me tell you, that half-inch makes them so much bigger. If anybody ever tells you half-inch isn't a lot.
That middle bullseye, 1.5 inch, that top and bottom bullseye, the red dot is
I
2
believe
inches.
I believe
Kill
it's
shot's
a
still
full,
an inch and a
full
half.
2, yeah.
Full 2. If there's
Right.
someone out there that has a calculator,
Yeah, do that math.
do the pi times radius squared and tell us what the percent difference in that is.
Yeah, let us know.
I lost track. I started talking. I lost track of the score.
We got
We got
right
to close
now,
top and middle, going for the bottom.
Jackalope's winning. That's all I know. I can't
Now,
give
was
you.
he going for the 5 or the bull there in the
So
middle?
he was going for a bull because he'd already gone for upper bull twice, and, I
then-
think
so that's
he
a
missed
0
both
because
times.
he missed the bull.
Well, it's not a 0, so he hadn't thrown a 5 yet, so he got a 5.
Okay, so that's marked a 5.
Yeah. Now, if he goes for that same middle bull and he throws another 5, and because he misses, he'll get 0.
So since that 5 had not been hit
He's good.
yet, it was marked a 5. But
Right.
moving forward, if he hits a 5 again, that would not
All right,
be
so
a
he went
0.
low. He gets those 6 points.
Nails
Looks
the
like
bull.
Teets is going up.
Nails the kill shot.
Yeah.
Now Teets will have to go, if he wants to go another kill,
Yeah,
bottom
he'll go
right.
Bottom right. Yeah. So not only will he'll get the win if he hits, obviously, because they're winning, but he'll get 2 points for hit
Or
kills.
2 hit kills,
Right.
which are 1
And
point
then-
each.
And then so he could maximize and get 6 points. So technically, if David Carroll hits this kill, they'll get 1 point. So the overall match will be tied 6-6, assuming they both hit right.
Dylan is egging him on to go kill. Is there a designated coach scorekeeper
Usually,
on your team?
there's a coach. Not scorekeeper. They do have a nice little app that Anthony's been working on.
Yeah.
That is still kind of early stages, but is working right now for
Kill
keeping
shots
score
called.
there. So both teams go and kill. They both hit. I think the overall match will be tied. One hits, one misses. Obviously, that other team. So hit. So it's tied 6-0. Actually,
Extra 2 points.
he might have. Yeah. So he might have actually gotten 8 points. So he got the win.
4 for the win.
He got 2 for a perfect game. That's 6. And he hit 2 kill shots.
And
That's
2
2
kill
points.
shots.
That's 8 points.
That's the
So-
max.
So I'm wrong. 8-6 is the overall
Well
score right
done. Good throwing and a good save
now.
after
I felt
Gustin.
like we were getting like a Zoom invitation. Like, I don't know what I was hearing.
Let's join it.
I was just hearing stuff. I don't know. I was down. I was ready.
So now that Hatchet is done, that was match
All
number
right,
2.
this is duels.
We're moving on to match number 3, which is the duels portion of the first half of this event. Duels takes place as regular duels,
Yep.
just like the Hatchet scoring.
Same rules apply, right? So if you go for a 12 and you hit 5-5, you're going to get 10 points, but 5.5s are no longer allowed. So you can't really trust a middle bull again.
If you want to go for a bull in the middle and you hit a 5-4, are those 5 and 4?
5 and
not
4 are
closed?
closed out, yeah.
Wow.
So you got to be really confident
Wow.
that you're going to 6-6 if you're going for that lower one
Is
again.
Hayden on your team?
No. He is actually on
that's a
the
mistake.
jumping jackalopes. Hey, Philibom and I just were 1 kill away from the perfect game just a second ago.
Duels?
Duels, yeah.
Wow.
We Philibom missed on 4, but I hit on 4. We both hit on 5, and we threw the 3 12s that we needed. So we were
Your team
we were there.
accents.
legends.
Legends. Excuse me. Legends.
All right, so this right here. So this is best case scenario is that you hit the same score at the same time though. But the tricky thing is that lower bull and the upper bull are in the same ring, just on the other side, right? So if you miss right and left again when you go for that upper one, you're gonna get 0.
0.
So right here, so Valkyrian just got 6 points because they both hit a 3 because they went for the lower one. But now they're going for an upper one. If either of them misses right or left, they're getting a 0.
So we're looking at Dr. Dan and
Oh, so-
Alex Martin
So I think they did, yeah.
on Valkyrie, and they just threw.
But
And
they
the
stayed-
Kolomayas.
They stayed very
On Jack
conservatively low, so they got a 4 and a 5.
Alex Martin wearing the white hat, Dr. Dan in just the black jersey, no hat. Kolomayas, husband and wife.
The good-looking 11 there that they just threw. So they have not gone for a middle bull, but if they do, and either of them hits a 5, they will get nothing.
What is Zach Crawford, Big X champion? What is he telling them right
I
now?
think he's like kind of their coach. I think so.
And that's allowed. He's allowed to get
Yeah.
in there and coach.
So
while
I
they're
think
about to throw?
I think he's trying to help them decide what they should do strategically.
He's the one doing the math. He's got the abacus.
Yeah. So I think it looks like they're going.
The Kolomayas knew exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, they're.
Zach
no
Crawford got in
questions
there.
asked there. They're going low bull, I believe, or maybe upper bull. I don't know which one they hadn't gone for yet. All right, so that's a mistake right
That's
there.
a 0.
Yeah. Okay, so
Ooh.
they hadn't gone low yet. So I think they're getting a 6 and a 0,
Yeah.
and I think they're getting a 0 and a 0.
Yeah.
Valkyrian just got 2 zeros.
Now, despite that axe splitting the 4 and the 5 line that is marked a 4, and the other axe is in the 4 as well, which they've hit before, so that's why it's marked a 0.
Yeah, they'd already hit a 3 and a 4. So
Jackalope had not hit that bottom bullseye, which is why they're getting 6, and a 0 for the other axe.
it would be nice if we had the score. I don't
Yeah, Anthony said he's working on that still. Hadn't gotten that
Yeah.
far.
All right. Next
We
time.
just need a
Next
scorecard.
time. That's true.
Well, let's jump
Or-
over and take a look at the other lane action.
All
See
right,
what's
let's
going
see
on.
what's going on. All right, so
Oh,
we
this
have,
is my wolf
I
pack
can
going
fix
right
it.
now.
I can fix this. As soon as
Well,
I find the
let's
mouse.
let's stick with this. Well, is
Can
that
you help
Travis
me find the
Blank
mouse?
throw? Mouse is.
Okay,
There it
found
is.
it. All right, here we go.
We're gonna stick with this for right now until the end of the duels.
All right. Well,
probably
we
should
can
just
we
stick
can
with this
turn
one.
it off. I think Valkyrian has lost this match. They went for a same kill because they were up by so much.
Crisscross throw.
So in this, same kill is worth not 16 but 18. If you both hit the same kill.
2 axes in 1.5 inch dot.
Yes.
Is worth 18 points.
18 points. So you can make a good comeback there.
So it's wow. Okay. Yeah, you can make up a lot of ground.
yeah.
You throw an 18, your opponent throws. I imagine if is there an order to the call of the shots?
You can go any order.
So if I know that you and your partner are going double kill for an 18,
Yeah.
we can play it safe and go 1 and a 2 if we need to, or whatever is available.
Yep.
Tap
All
the
right.
axe usually indicates they're both going up.
Yeah. All right. Let's try. Let's watch this. Then we're gonna go the other lane. Fix the graphic. Oh.
Another errant throw from Valkyrie and Steel.
All right. Miss, hit, hit, miss. All right. Swapping over. We got. Oh nope. Cancel. All right. Here we go. Who do we got over here? We got Wolfpack.
Can you send me the link to this, Brockens? YouTube? Water. Can you send me the link?
Oh, we have that one right. It is sword blades. All right. So we're good over here again. We can clean this up a little.
This camera's been acting up, by the way.
Switch lanes and switch back.
I think that was worse, Anthony. Okay, okay. Okay.
So we don't exactly know where we're at in the game.
I think that we're about to do big eye. No, those look like hatchets. Hold on. I think that the first half is over for both.
It's got to be in the second half.
So we're about to start second half.
Second half. We don't know if it's match 1 or match 2 yet.
Can you see? Oh no, the scores aren't big enough on there.
But we have Wolfpack in the red.
Scoring, so all the other stuff's coming next.
Yeah.
Wolfpack's in the red. That's Travis
And she
Blank,
told you about the
Knife
overtime
Aficionado.
You knew about the overtime thing?
And that's Flo Bro
that, like, if
in the
you did
green
the second
from
attempt,
Soaring
like,
Blades
we
Axe Club.
couldn't figure out how to make it like go through. Like, so they both missed on throw 1, but then
Match overtime?
yeah.
They're supposed to have 4 attempts. No matter what.
No matter what.
But what if somebody hits one?
You can end in a tie. You have to cycle through 4 times, so you get 4 attempts no matter what for both teams.
So overtime, 4
I
throws,
thought that
no
it
matter
was
what.
hit till miss.
We've just been notified from our
sorry.
stats and
Go
technician
till
department
somebody hit.
that if you do go into overtime, it is 4 throws no matter what. Once you tie, you can tie. 4 throws to determine whether or not you win or tie.
So go to the next match. Right above player 2. You know what? Scroll up.
Those bowls are now closed. Top and bottom
Hit change log.
are closed for those individual
Hit back
teams.
to app. Just type in some bullshit.
Both calling kill shots.
You gotta type a name in.
Looks like Travis Blank's going for the right side, probably top. So is John.
Just score all zeros for everybody. Oh, you can pick the same team twice.
That's okay. It worked.
So
But
if you go
now
to-
it won't work for this probably
Yeah,
though.
it won't work.
The flashlight being broken out,
You have to go back up and.
missed.
This is the first real world test.
Yeah. I don't know how I magically picked the same things.
That's one of the first things that you fixed is the.
Okay.
Just
So
scroll down, 0, 0. You can score them up and say yeah.
okay.
So it'd be so click hit for them and hit confirm. You have to actually hit confirm.
Oh, okay.
So that's a miss. That's the first attempt. So it's 1 attempt for each.
So
You have to go through 4 times. Yeah.
I did not know that's how we had done it. I don't. I don't know. We don't. All right, sorry, we're working on some other stuff. We must have messed up.
So penalty kills is the team overtime.
Yeah, and then that's
So,
this
yeah.
one. Yeah, right here. If one player hits and one player misses, the player who hit their kill shot is the winner.
Okay, so if you're going to do that,
So it should stop.
that's not what we talked about on the phone.
Oh, okay. But that's
so originally it was free throws each side, right? And then the who sucks less was invoked.
yeah. Who sucks
He had
less
me
does
pull-
happen
so
after that.
That's gone.
Oh, okay.
He had me pull that out, so
And
we
just
put
give
it
a
in
tie. Okay. I mean, I think that's fine. But yeah, I think it is
So now-
supposed to
so
be
now
a
you're
winner.
gonna hit and a
here.
miss, so just click off of it. Just click off of it, off of that. Now scroll up and make sure the scores are right. Yeah, so you got 4 for the win, and then 1 for the additional point because they won.
Okay.
So yeah, these are good notes to have.
Yeah. But so we should have just clicked off.
Right.
But I think maybe it should just can it just pick a winner if it's a hit and a miss on if the attempts are the same amount and one has a hit and one has a miss.
So someone would have to have the hit before the other team missed, right? Or
No, I mean it wouldn't matter. Like if you put in the miss first.
yeah. So right now the logic is 4 attempts period.
Yeah, but not now. But we don't want 4 attempts. We just
Right,
want
right.
yeah.
So
But
like,
that would be the maximum.
He hits, you miss, it's done.
Yeah.
Even if it's throw 1.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
All right, we're back. We're watching some stuff. All right, so we got Robert Young. We got. Man, I'm terrible with names sometimes. I know
Soaring
his
axe
name.
blades
Give
in
me
the
a
green.
second, I'll remember it.
Bullseye and a bullseye hit. We're getting a little bit of lag.
All right. Oh, they're doing slow motion. No, this isn't lag. Perion. What's his first name? And all right. Well, I'm not doing good with names since I woke up at 4 a.m., but I'll get it eventually. Ryan Perion.
Ryan,
That's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with it.
Kendra,
All right. Oh, we got Kendra versus Leslie.
oh man,
Okay. Things are getting interesting here. All right. Looks like Ryan and Robert both hit.
Robert's got one of my favorite throws.
You like that?
Pretty simple, straightforward. I like it. Hatchet.
All right. We're
Match
going
2 is
duels.
done. Going duels.
Got the Moss boys, father and son duo.
I think we're missing a good portion of the Wolfpack right now.
Oh yeah, we're missing a lot.
We're missing
We're missing
Theodoro.
50. We're missing 50% of Legends.
We're missing-
Theodora's on Legends. So is Colby.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Late arrival. They're all carpooling together right now.
Yeah. Who else is coming with them? Barton?
Barton. It's the 3 of
Just
them.
those 3?
So duels portion's about to start right here. Wolfpack, Soaring Blades, Axe Club. Continuing on with Jackalope and Valkyrie and Steel. What's your strategy in matching up throwers? Is there a lot of adjustment going on?
For us, not really. I mean, we were just going with who we thought was going to throw well at that thing. So Garrett,
The
for
hot
us,
hand.
not throwing big axe. He could throw duels if we needed, but he didn't even bring his big axe, so so we're not putting him in big axe. So pretty much our strategy, since we only had 5 people for this one, our strategy is to do me and Philbom throw duels, and when that happens, Tishko and Mirasol swap and do one of them does big axe, one of them does hatchet, whichever one's filling, like doing whatever. And then same thing, we swap the other way. So Philbom will do a big axe and I'll do a hatchet.
So right now you have a total of how many team members?
We only have 5 that are here.
Out of how many?
10.
Out of 10. That were supposed to be present. 10.
Not that we're supposed to be present. Like there were some we knew were not coming, like Ian and Sam Carter. We knew they weren't going to make it because
You guys have a fairly stacked, talented team.
yeah, we tried to pick some of the good throwers.
Some of the good throwers. This match looks over. playing it. Did they touch or did they play it
just-
safe?
I
They
think
both played
just-
it safe.
I think it might have just been an errant throw.
Errant throw. Manny Cole and
Anicle.
Anna.
I'm like, I don't know which name you're looking for here, bud.
Manny Cole is he made a very good run in the 2019 U.S. Open in
Yeah.
Des Moines.
Yep.
A very good run. One of the smoothest big axe throws Manny Cole has.
Yes. I don't know when he switched to one-handed.
He did that before 2020. I know that.
Was he throwing?
He threw one-handed at the 2020 at WATC. I don't know about the Open. I can't remember the Open.
Oh, I guess it was 2021 Open. Yeah, there wasn't a 2020 Open.
Right, it was canceled.
So,
But the
yeah.
2020
Actually, I played him in the B final.
looks effortlessly when he throws big axe.
B final big axe. I played him at 2021 U.S. Open, and I foot faulted on throw 2.
What's a foot fault?
Yeah, I'm sure you've never heard of one. It's pretty crazy. What you do is, so mine was a little different than yours. My foot was
Too soon,
hovering.
Lucas. Too soon.
My toe was hovering over the line.
Oh,
and-
when they had
and-
the nothing over the line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ben McDonald let me know that
I'm glad that
for some reason
adjustment was made. That's
a
no
foot
longer
fault.
the rule.
I wanna talk-
You cannot go over the line touching anything in the lane towards the target.
Yeah.
However, if a leg is hovering over the line without touching anything towards the target, you're fine now. But Lucas was on the bad end of that.
It's okay.
deal.
It's all right. Hey, things happen. You
It's
know.
the only way to beat you right now.
I hope that that's the case. But okay,
Ooh.
we got a miss and maybe a hit. I will say the shadows are very interesting. Even when we were throwing in the lane, I was like, "Dude, nice hit." It was a miss by like 2 inches. I felt bad.
Nice hit ish. You got if you throw the ish
Yeah,
after,
you were
you're
like
good.
close-ish.
We definitely need the judges, without us being able to see the score, to stand right in front of the target and give us
And
a
do
hand
the
signal.
things. Okay.
And then we also need to manually have a scorecard here.
Yeah, and then we could keep score over here.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we could tell you.
But we can describe the action of what's going on in the first ever major Melee Championship Series here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Do the people of Minnesota, I imagine there's got to be a rival between the Twin Cities. We probably should not be referring to this to just Minneapolis.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
It's the Twin Cities for a reason.
Yeah.
The people of Minnesota are proud to host the Melee Championship
That's right.
Series.
They requested it.
Let's jump over to Jackalope right now.
We had somebody attempt for a second opinion, and I think they lost.
Going back to the Wolfpack.
We're like really good at this. In case you guys haven't noticed, every time we switch over, that team is doing absolutely nothing.
You have about a few second delay from what you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, we hear a lot of
Just figured
commotion,
that
and we're
out.
like, yeah, let's check it out. And then nothing's there because we're on a little bit of a delay. We should probably like watch and check and see what's going on before we.
David Sycon
All right.
spotting.
Ooh. So Sycon.
Part of the
Sycon-
Widowmakers.
Yeah. Sycon, myself, Kathleen Wiley, and Dustin Wellman. The 4 throwing in all 4 this weekend. We're gonna
All
have to
4?
all 4.
Kathleen Wiley is the highest placing female thrower in any of the major tournaments.
Okay.
She took third place in Tribal Axe 2021.
I think that she did
20.
really well at the
Oh, up
Keystone.
in Keystone.
Yeah, it was the Keystone
Excuse
last
me,
year.
I misspoke. Keystone last year.
Yeah.
She got third place, made a heck of a run.
Yeah, she was throwing really well.
It
was,
looked like she might have gotten a little tired towards the end.
Yeah.
Little tired,
I was there. It was good. It was
which it happens in these big tournaments. You're
all
standing
right.
all day.
So Vale started off with a 6. Was readjusting his throw though. He wasn't happy with it. He didn't like the way it felt.
when you don't completely split that bullseye, it's time to make
I
adjustments.
will say also, getting up there and throwing Big X with 0 warm-ups was riveting.
That's the importance of cold throwing. Do you practice cold throwing, Lucas?
Not quite like this. Like I will have thrown that day and then practice some cold throwing, like sit for an hour, sit for 30 minutes type of thing. But like just not even touched my Big X for the day. I mean, I guess I practice that because there are times where I don't touch it and then I throw, but not really keeping score at that point. And
Yeah. Couldn't tell what Val hit right there. But he's calling kill
I don't
shot
know,
right
yeah,
now. Looked like he hit a
they're feeling wild. Maybe it was a 6,
Squeak
maybe it was a
4.
4. I don't know. All right, we got kill shots called. All right, what we got? What do you think?
southpaw.
Prediction.
Val's gonna nail it. Nailed. And by nail, looks like he clipped it in the beard. And a
Miss.
Miss.
Confirmation. Wish he would have missed against me. That would have been way cooler.
So those
Both
misses,
of them.
those misses and those kill shots, that makes them still open. They can still go
They're
for that
still
same
open.
one.
They can still go up.
They can still go for the same kill shot.
Same
though.
one, yeah. Up on
It is
left
still
or
unlocked.
right.
It only becomes locked once it's hit. And once it's hit, it is now closed.
All right, so Val does
And Val
connect that
follow up
time.
with the same kill shot, and
See
now
if
that is
Andy
closed.
Rice, little bit outside.
For the elusive 0.
Ooh, yeah, I got one of those on the low kill that I went for. It was great. Everybody loved it.
Outside that outer ring is a 0.
Even inside the ring would have been also a 0 since they were going kill.
That's true. Big Axe is coming to a close. They're going to be moving on.
I think it's going to be the next match. That was second half.
That's done. So a little intermission right here.
Yeah, I don't have this. I don't have my phone in front of me, so I don't have the schedule. So I don't know who's up next.
I don't know either.
But I'm getting hungry, so I'm also gonna
Taking a break.
be right back. Stay tuned.
BRB.
BRB.
6-point lead. Final X and jumping back. Our camera's not coming in right now. Jumping jackalope in the Big X Mac. Nick Kalamaya versus Alex Martin. I can't see the target from where I'm at. I can only look at this live screen, which is not working right now. Let's jump over to Legends and Primal. Primal is on the dark shoes, black shoes. Widowmakers is in the blue shoes right now. Mics are hot. Hello, Axe Thrower fans. Championship Melee Series in Minnesota.
Hello, hello, hello.
Guest commentator, Dave Conexican Elvisa.
That's me. How's it going, everyone?
Some may know him as a Big Axe aficionado. Some may know him as a first-time tournament thrower at Aurora, Plainfield. Somewhere in Illinois.
Yeah, that was it, I think.
Right? Somewhere in Illinois?
Yeah.
Did exceptionally well for the first time ever throwing in Waddle. And now he's here at the U.S. Open.
I was really good at footballs, too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Welcome to my world. So right now, let's jump back into the action. Like I've mentioned before, we do not know exactly where we're at in this match. We do know we're in the Hatchet portion, which can either be match 1, 2, or 5 or 6. But we do know that that is the young gun Tyler Sudell in the Widowmakers, and the fella that I cannot remember his name from Primal Axe House in Denver.
Oh, gosh.
I've been in many a tournaments with this man, and I
I
could
had
not
one
remember
less
his
beer,
name.
I'd remember too. He's really good though. He has that 90-degree to the board throw. That
The
just-
elusive 90-degree
Yeah.
turn, which I believe is common in darts
Yeah,
for some.
yeah.
The heavy pros stand very similar to the axe throwers.
Uh-huh. It definitely works.
We need the
Kill me.
scorekeeper to give us a heads up on what it is, or we can send someone over there to find out what the score is.
Yeah, we do need something, because... Oh, it looks like a kill and, is that a miss?
Looks like a miss. For the Widowmakers, we are going to have
Seidel
a
with a
closed.
miss.
Was that a miss? When he pulled it, it
think
looked like
that-
a hit. Had to have been a miss. He wasn't very happy
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
though.
you can tell
So
by
the
the
one
body
is
language.
closed for him now, and that top kill shot is now closed for Primal. So that is now a
Seidel missed,
0
and
for
both,
Tyler,
They
and
both missed slow.
a 0 as well.
How's it going, man?
Russo, one of the brainchilds of the championship series of the Melee. What event is this in the string of Melee events?
This is
4?
the second one so far.
Second. Wow. And
Second of the season.
there's 4 or 5 total throughout the year.
There's going to be 5 total, including Worlds.
5 total, including Worlds in December. Our next stop for the Melee Championship Series is
Titan Tower, Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin, neighbor of Minnesota.
Minnesota. Also home to the largest fly-in in the world. Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Wasn't there a Kennedy that was killed there?
In Oshkosh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
At an air show? Something happened in an air show in Oshkosh.
Really?
Yeah, it was big news.
There's always been things that happen in Oshkosh.
Well, I probably just dropped really fictional facts right there.
You
So
could've.
do not take that to the house on what I just said. But Zach Crawford stepped in over there for Valkyrie and Steel. For what reason? Probably a scorekeeping reason? A rules adjustment, maybe? He is Valkyrie and Steel.
She's probably asking him for help or clarifying a rule.
David Sycon
Possible
there in the
rule
background, stepping in for the
clarification
Widowmakers. Dave, do you guys have a coach on Jackalope?
It's basically Kyle. Because
Kyle?
I think Kyle Rickenbach, because I believe he's the only one that really
He knows everything.
knows how this game is supposed to be played.
We have been learning, myself and the audience right now has been learning
Yeah.
the scoring and the play of this game, which has been difficult for the audience and myself without seeing the score.
Today was the first time I've played in this format, and so I just relied on him telling me where to throw. And first 3 of my throws were nowhere where he told me to throw. Threw my first one ever.
Did you get warm-ups?
No.
No.
I did not. I had
Once
one
again,
throw.
I stress the importance of cold throwing. For situations like this and situations if you make it fairly deep in the hatchet tournament or a big axe or whatever tournament, and axe throwing or knife throwing for that matter, more times than not, you'll be sitting for a little while and you got to practice cold throwing. David Sycon, and the guy that just made me a knife that I'm like brain fart. Check this knife out. This David Sycon's duels partner just made me that. Cascadia.
Oh, Kyle Durant.
Durant. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's the second time I was texting him and had a brain fart on his
Wow.
name. We got Thaddeus representing Primal Axe House. He made that. I said, hey man, I need a knife. U.S. Open. A couple weeks ago. And he just dropped that on me.
Yeah,
He
this
said,
is-
what do you think? I said, I love it. I fell in love.
This is gorgeous. He just
And he
has
was
so much
also
talent.
moving his entire workshop to another location and building, and all doing the same thing, building axes. He's got a booth here set up for the Craftsman booth, selling axes. If you haven't seen his work, go check him out. His handles are pretty incredible. I advise you to be a more advanced thrower so you don't damage those handles that he makes.
Yeah, but they're worth every penny.
The
I
duels portion right now is scored the same as Hatchet, times
Yes.
2,
Yeah, times 2.
which also means the elimination of some of those scoring rings
Yeah.
times 2.
So have you gone over yet what the actual rules to Melee is for anyone that hasn't?
We're learning as we go here,
Okay.
Dave.
Okay. Yeah, I think the way it was kind of explained to me is you can't hit the same bullseye twice, but the bullseyes, all 3 red ones, are worth the same amount. You kind of interpret on the higher one, which is the higher and low one, are both 2 inches compared to the 1.5 center, and they kind of interpolate whether or not it's going to be like a 3 or a 5 or anything like that. And then you have the option to go for 2 kill shots, but you have to go in a diagonal fashion. So if you hit top right, then your next throw would have to be top lower.
Is
lower
it kitty
left.
corner or caddy corner? I asked Lucas this question earlier. Curious to know what you have to say.
Caddy corner.
It's kind of like a regional answer, I believe.
With caddy corner.
So more on the Dave's point is once you land an axe in a specific scoring area, that area is now closed. So right now, Saikon, they hit the upper bowl and a 3. So now the 3 is now closed and the upper bowl is now closed. Meaning if you hit those again, it's marked as a 0.
Right. So you got to be aware of which one you're throwing at. That's why I was told just to go start high, work down, and then go for your kills.
Right now there's some coaching going on, and Abacus is being used. They're trying to figure out what's open, what's not open, what they need to score to make up some scores. If you go double kill on the same 1.5-inch kill shot, that's worth 18. I do know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be.
Which is a tight squeeze for 2 X's to land in that 1.5-inch surface area.
I don't
Not
think
surface
anyone's,
area, diameter.
I don't know if
circle.
anyone's been successful with that yet today.
I've seen a double bull a couple times, but not a double kill.
Yeah. That's a toughie.
And tap of the X indicates that they're all going kills.
Here we
Whether or
go.
not it's single kill, 2 X's, 1
Oh,
kill.
I wish I knew how close they were in score. Yeah, we're going to have to work on that.
Psyche and Durant, they're going for the same one. They're
Yeah.
lined up
Oh,
close.
for sure.
And
Oh, nope.
Primal as well.
Oh!
Primal looks like they would have had it, but their
Yeah,
axes
they
touched and
bounced.
pushed them
So,
out.
No good, and I feel like they got at least 1 on that. They get both.
David Saikon fist pumping
He
with
is
that
pumped.
hit.
He is pumped. I think they got both. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
So they got 1 point for that outer ring and an 8?
I feel.
Or were they both in?
I can't tell. They look like they were both. They both.
Oh, man, we need a scorecard over here.
I think. Well, the way they were reacting, I'm pretty sure they both got in, because I think
True.
Kyle hit axe low, and then or axe high, and then Saikon got the beard.
Oh.
And they went low, and I
Looks
think
like they both hit it again.
they're close. They are close. I don't.
If they hit this again for the second kill shot in a row, that is a 36 points that they had just dropped.
Did they get it?
Vin Crescenzo getting in there, taking a picture because they did hit it.
Wow.
No other reason for Vinny to be in there. 36 points gained, earned on 2 throws.
That's impressive.
Well done by
Impressive
Widowmakers.
stuff.
I don't know where this match was,
No idea. No idea.
but I can't
All I know is-
imagine
Yeah, no.
that they don't win with 36 points thrown on 2 throws.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you can kind of tell by Primal they're not as happy.
Oh,
right now.
what a matchup this
That
is in
was-
Big X. Brandon
Oh, here
Ice
we
Cream
go.
Shell versus Vinny. Vinny in the jersey with the yellow stripes. Brandon is the two-handed thrower in the black shirt with white shoes.
Who also has the all-time record for most points in a single season in Big X.
That first throw there was a practice throw. Good for Brandon because he missed by a mile on that or the bullseye on the top.
That was one for fun. Now we're
Throw
in
number
it.
1. Let's actually try and keep score on this one.
Sure. Okay, so
A
Vin
5
with a 5
and a
a 5. All tied up.
So tied in this match. This is the Big Axe part of this portion. At the end of this match, the score of the individual match doesn't matter. You'll be awarded points for a victory, which is 4 points, and 1 point for kill shots, and an extra points for a perfect game. So tied right now. Going to throw number 2.
Miss and a miss. Tied again.
So the 5 ring and
Probably.
the 3 ring,
Yeah, so they get 3
Has
points
now been
for that.
closed.
Yep.
and we're tied going into axe number 3. I imagine they're
now-
going down,
I'm assuming they're going to go low now.
or why not kill shot at this
Oh,
point?
he got it. And
Because if
I
you
think
miss
they
that
both
low
hit it.
bowl, it's a 0.
I think they both hit it. I think they're tied again.
Tied going into axe number 4. Low bowl closed.
Now I would think they're going to go up. It's all tied up. Just go up.
Vinny being left-handed, I imagine, is going top left. Brandon
Yep.
probably going to go top right. The top ones are easier to hit than the bottom ones. And once they're hit, you have to drop down to the low ones. Tied X4, or are we in X5?
Drills it.
Top
oh,
left
no.
from
I
Vinny.
think oh, they both pushed. They both
Just
pushed.
barely missed. So they each gained 1 point. That 1 point ring is now closed, and we're still tied going into the final throw.
Well, since they went for kill, it's just a miss, so it's 0 points.
Oh, they called kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think it's
the
0
1 point
points.
ring is still open then.
Not if you call kill. I think it's over.
The beard might have caught that. Looks
Maybe.
a little high.
And he drilled
Rain,
it.
Shadows.
He drilled it. I'm pretty sure.
He celebrated like he hit it.
I think he got it. I don't know. They both look pretty content, but I think. Oh, maybe they both hit it, or maybe they both missed. I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure this is overtime now.
Hard to tell from our angles. Once again, we cannot see the scores. We do not have a scorecard in front of us, and we cannot hear the judges. We're about 2 lanes over, 2
That's
arenas
a hit
over. That's
and a
definitely
hit, I think. Hit and a hit.
We remain tied. It looks like a tied kind of hug.
Unless he's high.
So now we go to sudden death. Hopefully we go to sudden death. We'll know in just a second.
Oh, I think
Brandon looks
Brandon
defeated.
was high. I think Ice Cream was high. Yeah, he was. Vin got him.
So they ended with a double kill. That shot prior to was a miss by Brandon. So 4 points awarded. No, more than 4 points. 4 points for the win for the Widowmakers. Plus, what did he hit? 2 kills?
Maybe
1 kill.
1 kill. I think.
1 point for every kill that he hit. So it looks like 5 points for the Widowmakers,
Okay.
regardless of what that final score was for that individual game.
Yep.
Match.
And it looks like that's that's the match. I think that's the overall game then.
That was match 8. This game is now over. I don't know who won.
I don't either, but
Hey,
I'm leaning towards Widowmakers taking that W.
It seemed like Widowmakers probably took that one. We have Valkyrie and Steel. Jackalope still up?
Yeah, we already played them, so I don't think we played twice, right? I mean,
Oh, it looks like the Wolfpack's coming up.
yeah. I know Jackalopes has one more, but I can't remember who else we're playing tonight.
Michael Barton just got in the house. He's supposed to be on Team Wolfpack. They
Oh,
drove in
okay.
from Houston.
Oh, you drove?
They made a stop. Him, Colby Dean, and Michael Theodoro.
Man.
They drove up. They stopped and just made it into town now. Duels portion of the Axe Vengers versus the Wolfpack. Wolfpack's in red. Axe Vengers are in uniform for superheroes. And that looks like Thor and... Are you familiar with the Avengers?
A little bit, yep. And Mr. David Lewis.
David Lewis is Thor. No. David
Thor
Lewis
is
isn't gonna be
Loki.
Thor. Definitely
Lukey, son of Lukey.
He looks like Thor.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
he does. He does. Seems to be some confusion with.
We could use
the
a
scoring.
round card, like in
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
MMA.
nice.
We need a round person up there.
Need some way to see scores. This is too. This is too
Yeah.
difficult to keep up
Very
with.
confusing. They look a little confused themselves right now. The app
Duels
is
is
still
especially tough because math is hard.
There's
You
a
gotta-
lot going
You gotta
on.
do a lot of adding.
a lot going on with 4 axes being thrown in one throw. A lot of things being closed, a lot of math being done. Right now, it looks like they're trying to finalize their strategy of the next throw, which we're not sure what throw it is. Wolfpack asking the Axe Vengers what they're going to do. Right now, do you tell the other team what they're going to do? Do you keep that strategy to yourself?
I think you assess where you're at points wise, and then figure out, how confident you're going to be going.
But do
into
you
the
make
next
it
row.
known to your opponent your intentions?
I mean, I do. I don't care. If I'm going up, I'm going up. Who cares?
I think I'd tell them I got my own problems.
Ooh. I think they just missed.
Hit, miss, and a drop. Are drops
Missed
negative
drop.
points?
I don't think you.
They
I think
should
when
be.
You, I don't. When you get. It should be. When you get.
At least someone should chant shame.
Yeah, when you call kill and you miss, I don't think there's any points associated.
So
But I agree. Drop should be at least minus.
Jules' portion of that match looks like it's over, which means we're going into match 4 or match 8. I imagine it's match 8.
That was the Moss father and son team.
Vale Cook, Dustin Knight. Looks
Here
like
we
they're
go.
coming up. Vale in the red jersey for the Wolfpack. Dustin as Captain America, rocking the USA socks. Appropriate for USA Axe. Owner with his wife, Nikki.
Absolutely. Good
Were you in
people.
town yesterday for their event?
No, I wasn't.
It
No.
looked fun. I was
I'm
not
sure
here.
it was. I saw him cruising around in the giant excursion limo. There's nothing that looks boring about that. That looks like a good time. Really good dude. Picking people up from the airport today, bringing them here to the venue. And this is actually the most amount of clothes I think I've ever seen Vale wear to one of these events.
What Dave is referring to is many times Vale will go shirtless as an intimidation factor or a comfort factor. I'm not really sure which one. He throws in Austin area, Waco area, in central Texas where it is very, very warm in the summer, especially this year. I tend to think it's more of an intimidation factor. Vale stands at a whopping
5'9".
5'9"-ish. He's a
his tippy
fit
toes.
individual, and he has no shame, and one of the best big axe throwers in the game.
Absolutely.
Practice throw is over. Tap of the axe. Here comes axe number 1. Once again, we are going to try and keep up with the scores for you guys. You should as well at home. That looks like it could be a 6.
6 and
Val-
that's a hit and a hit. Well,
Va-
I think.
Vale chose to go low.
Oh, I think Dustin threw a 5. Yeah.
So bull on
Vale-
the bottom, 2-inch bull on the bottom is closed for Vale,
Yep.
and the 5
So-
is now closed for Dustin. Where does Dustin go from here? He does not go back to the middle bowl. He's got to go up or down,
Actually, I think
He
yeah,
goes
he's
down.
going down.
which he lands a
And
4.
Vale with another.
Vale 2 for 2 for bullseyes right now. Middle and bottom close for Vale. Dustin has a 4, so it is now 9-12. 3-point spread going in the axe number 3. Tap of the axe indicates they're probably going up right now. I imagine top right for both guys. Top shelf, Captain America.
No, I don't think. I think they
No,
were
it's
just
a- just
I think they were
customary
just
tap of the
Yeah, it
axe.
was a customary tap.
So Dustin looks like he's struggling.
Oh, and
Vale
Vale
splits
just-
the pull. Vale now has
Damn.
18 for this individual match and 3 throws, and that is a 3. So it's now 18 to
a lot
12.
less.
18 to 12. 6-point difference going to last. Now they're going up.
Now they're going up.
Vale has closed out all the bowls, 3 for 3. He's going upstairs now. Dustin
with
misses
a
by
miss.
a mile, a 0 on that throw. Vale
Vale
clips
oh,
the kill.
I think he's just
Dips a
low.
little low.
I think he's just low.
We need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up!
Oh, wait.
Vale now going for the perfect game, which is extra points in this round.
No, I think he was low. I think he was low.
She did not give a thumbs up?
She went like this and then turned her
Oh,
thumb
she
down.
gave the slow roll on the kill shot. So I
Yeah.
stand corrected,
So I think,
although he is going for another kill.
yeah.
If he goes low kill here, that means it's for the perfect game.
Well, he would have thrown a perfect game if he had hit.
But he could still go up top if he missed.
Yes.
He switched sides. That was for a perfect game.
Oh, was it for a perfect game?
So he
Oh,
missed
wow.
that shot.
Okay.
Vale producing some serious numbers on that round and winning that round. 4 points for the win and 1 point for the hit kill shot.
Yeah, maybe you should just leave the shirts on. I don't know.
So 5 points for that
Pretty-
round for the Wolfpack.
Pretty impressive throwing from Vale.
Zach Crawford, one of the brainchilds with Russo for the Championship Melee Series. Those two guys have a fairly impressive resume for axe throwing. Zach Crawford is a not the defending Big Axe champion, but a former Big Axe champion, World Axe Throwing in
First.
2020.
The first Big Axe champion, right?
Russo is the runner-up from last year, 2021 Big Axe. Little bit of a drama that happened last year in the Big Axe Championship Series.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Check it out on YouTube. You can see it for yourself. ESPN. Oh, actually, it's not broadcasted yet on YouTube yet.
Oh,
They
it's still not.
haven't released it yet.
Oh wow. Okay.
But we'll give you a little bit of a cliff notes. It was Russo versus Mark Marisol. Great axe thrower, Big Axe, especially in the championship. Final throw, who sucks less? Overtime throw. Some would say that Russo's axe was closer. The crowd started chanting footfall, which means both axes would have been marked a 0 without measuring, which is what the current who sucks less rule is who is closer to that kill shot. They both foot fault, they throw again. The call was made too quick to foot fault again on that next throw, and Mark Marisol took the win because his axe on the second overtime kill was slightly closer than Russo's.
Correct.
I do
believe
imagine
that's how-
Russo's coming into this with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. At least I would. I would
Yeah.
not want to be on his path.
No.
But
He was not a happy camper.
Back to the action. Wolfpack versus the Axe Avengers. Those logos on the television right now are wrong. Wolfpack in the red, Axe Avengers in the Thor outfit. Back to the Hatchet portion. This is match number 5 of this series. Travis Blank, knife throwing aficionado in the red jersey. And Dave, you know Austin quite intimately. And I say
do.
intimately because there was a very epic hug involved in a match that y'all played.
Indeed, there was. Yes. So one of the rules that I wish we could revise, when you both hit obvious kill shots, or if one person hits and another misses, and it's clear as a bell as to who won the match, is being able to celebrate without fear of touching the infamous foul line.
The hard foul line.
The
football
hard
line.
foul line.
Dr.
and
Dan
if-
in the house.
All right, we got greatness right here. We got the one, the only Dave Alviso and Big Shot Rob. All right, what are we talking about? All right,
We're
we got-
reminiscing about
We're
the,
talking about an infamous hug between Austin and
the
Dave.
hug that
Austin-
shook the
Austin's-
world.
So for people watching, Austin's a big man,
He is large. And I'm
which-
not that small.
You're
six,
not.
I'm 6'1", 220, and
but Austin's got Thor power. If you
He
can
does.
see,
He does.
he's got Thor. He's got the power of Odin when he gives hugs. And if you can see, I mean, I think the stream is doing a good job of proportion because he is probably what 6'4".
yeah, yeah,
Go for it.
yeah. He's about at least 6'3".
Long
at a
story
minimum.
made long. A hug was involved.
A good
Someone
bit
was
bigger.
placed over the foot fault on accident, and the foot fault was called. And Austin did a incredible sportsmanship act. And Dave, he purposely missed.
He threw a low too. Yeah,
he purposely
yeah.
missed
We both called
because
kill shot, and he threw it.
Everyone knew what happened. The referee was just enforcing the rules as they're written, although a senior judge should have stepped in and said, for the greater of the game, it is not a foot fault. But learning curve in the young sport that we are right now.
No, I think yeah.
So now we have our technical support coming in. Anthony, switching our logos to the Axe Avengers and Wolfpack. Now we have the Wolfpack in the red. That is Robert Young. Fourth place Robert Young from the 2021
Yeah, tag it, tag
WATC
out.
from Fort Worth versus the Hulk. Dan's taking a seat. Dave moving
All right.
on.
So I am in the presence of greatness, the one, the only Big Shot Rob. So hello YouTube.
You're
This
making
is
me
Dr.
blush right now.
Dr. Dan Ceballos, but I want to let you guys know that you guys are listening to greatness. Rob doesn't have his Christmas beard, but
Dan, before you talk anymore, we can't see the scores, so I can't tell them what the score is. I don't really know what's going on. I'm learning with the audience right now,
So
which is
basi-
something we made known.
So basically what we do is we got throw one. Looks like we got Brett Williamson, who is the Hulk. So we'll call him Hulk Williamson on the right. And is that Robert Young on the left?
That is Robert Young.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure who it was because Robert's
He was
little
a
bit
no-name last
Yeah,
year.
I would agree. And
That's not quite true.
I mean,
s-
not no name in the Texas
I
world.
saw him
Yeah.
throw. Actually,
Yeah.
I did not know who he was. I saw him throw a match against Shane Shep
Okay.
on a Facebook Live video at
Okay.
what's Kearney's throwdown?
Jason.
Jason Kearney's big tournament.
Oh, Angrywood.
I'm having a brain fart.
Okay.
Angrywood.
Yep.
I saw him throw, and he made a very poor decision on
Okay.
axe number 8. He decided to stay down on Shane Shep, and he hit a bull.
Yeah.
Shane Shep goes up and hits a kill
Yep.
and comes back to the game, ends up winning.
That's-
I didn't know Robert at the time, but
Sure.
I texted him.
Yep.
Or I Facebook messaged him. I said,
Yeah.
hey, man, you made a mistake. You screwed up. Your throw is pure.
Sure.
You're going to go a far way in
Yeah.
these tournaments.
Yeah, he's got a very compact
And
throw.
he said, I just didn't feel comfortable with kill shot. And I said, but you see what you did wrong. You opened it up. Shane Shep took it.
Yep.
And you can't give a thrower like Shane that
no,
kind of.
you can't. And the thing is that, and I tell this to a lot of newer throwers, is that even if they don't feel comfortable throwing kills, I feel like it's a better use of their time to go and try to get used to throwing kills and missing, because eventually you're going to start hitting them, and that's how you win big matches. So it looks like in this match,
That portion of the hatchet is done.
yeah. And
So,
so,
I think we're going on the match.
so it looks like we're going into duels.
So we're either on match 3 or match 7.
So match 3, it should be duels. Okay, good. Well,
Moss family.
the Moss guy. So
In red.
I just had to do bandage repair on the young Moss. So I just got called. I heard my name called 3 times and saying they need a Band-Aid. And then I realized when I got to the younger Moss, I think is it Andrew? So the younger Moss, his hand was bleeding. And
Was-
so
was it really?
It was. And so if you guys can see, he's got a bandage on his hand, and that was my handiwork because it looked
Dr.
like
Dan in the house.
yeah, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a chiropractor, but I used to be an EMT before I went into chiropractic college. So it wasn't my first bleeding hand, and so I knew how to
So we have a practice throw right now for the duels portion. We have the Mosses versus the Knights.
the Mosses versus the Knights.
I imagine the Moss name up here in Minnesota rings a bell with Randy Moss
Oh,
being
there you
such
go.
a superstar
There you go.
on the Minnesota Vikings.
He
So right
was.
now we're on throw number 1. Dan, a
we got a
detrimental
drop.
drop by the Knights. We're going to try and and an equal detrimental drop.
So
Right now, the 4 is closed for both of them.
So the 4 is both closed. So
And we're going to try and keep score.
all right. All right. So Rob is going to do the
I got it.
Herculean task of trying to
Tied Axe 2.
try to keep track of what's open and what's closed. So
For duels.
for those who don't know about the melee, basically how melee works is that you can hit a number and then the number gets locked out. So since both throwers hit 4s, the 4 ring is now locked out. So any axe that lands on the 4 is now a 0 for both teams. Okay, so now
Looks like a bull
it looks like
and the 3 and a 1.
It looks like we got a 1 and a 3. So, and then we got a drop and a 6.
So a 2-point spread going in axe number 3.
Correct.
The 1 and the 3 ring are closed now for the Knights,
Correct.
which is a big strategic challenge right now.
Yeah.
Because that upper bowl is in the 3 ring,
Correct. And that's what's hard
which
about
would result in a 0 if a missed bowl.
and that's what's hard about melee is like making that decision is do I go for the upper or lower because the 3s have already been locked out, and it looks like they went. It looks like they went double 4.
Oh.
And it looks like they have. Looks like the Mosses might have hit the upper bowl.
So this lead is now extended to 6.
Yeah, because the Knights hit another 4 and
Going
that was
into
already,
axe number
and it
4.
was already locked out. So it looks like the Mosses have a pretty commanding lead going into throw 4.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, when
A double kill is
when it comes to
18.
kill shot, any match is really within reach. When it comes to a double kill, so
What did we say, 6 points?
I believe so. I believe six points is a spread.
And this is throw 4.
And this is throw
Oh, this
4.
match is definitely not over, which is what they're discussing right now. They're discussing right now what is open, what is closed. And for the Knights,
For the
which is the Axe Avengers,
So I think what the Knights are going to do, it looks like they might be going the same kill. Because it looks like they're lining
They
up.
wanna make up some
they're lining
ground.
up on the same side, and I think the Mosses are going double kills. Oh, the Knights might have hit a double kill.
they played it safe. The 4 ring was still open, and they went kill in the upper right.
So
Did they hit it? Double kill?
I can't tell.
No, they'd be more happy if they hit a double
I
kill.
think I heard miss from our wonderful judge Jenna, and so it was miss. So now with a hit and a 4,
Then now the
Mosses
game's wide open.
The Mosses have a big lead.
Anything less,
30-20 is what I think I
2
heard.
drops is the only thing that makes up this match right now.
So what would make sense for the Mosses is either to go for
1 and a 2.
that or a low kill.
A
The
kill
low- the
and
low-
something else that's
a low
open.
kill and something else. Yeah.
And a double kill is what they're not throwing, but that's what they need to be going for.
So if the Knights had a miss, what makes sense to them is to go double kill. Yep. It looks like they're going double kill, and I'm not quite sure what the Mosses are doing.
The Mosses are playing safe.
It looks like they did both low kills.
They all went kills.
So it looks like we might have gotten a hit with one of the Knights. It looks like Dustin might have hit his kill, which he did, and I think it was a miss, but I think the point spread was, I think it was out of reach. Well, no, it was only 10. So if they would have had a double kill, they could have made it more of a closer match. So I believe the Mosses did take that one.
Which would be 4 points for the win. And do the 1 points for the hit kills in duels
True.
count as well?
That's true. So for
6 points?
So when it comes to throwing melee, anytime someone hits a kill, that's an extra point on top of the win, the 3-point win.
We're going to stay with this. We're going to stay with them instead of jumping over to the other lane.
So it looks like we got a big axe match between Vale Cook and David Lewis.
David Lewis practice throw, a little wonky right there.
Yeah, a little over-rotated, so I think he'll probably straighten that up on the next throw. But Vale Cook is the newly crowned Ironside Big Axe champion. So
Defeater of Lucas.
defeater of Lucas, which is a very, very tall order by anyone. It looks like Vale smoked a low bull, and it looks like a 5 from David.
Vale in the last match went 4 for 5. Almost had a perfect game. Missed his last kill.
Yeah, Vale is a force when it comes to Big Axe, for sure. All right, so David with a 5 and a Vale with a 6, so Vale up by 1. Probably going for the middle kill now, or middle bull now for Vale.
It's got to be a low or high bull from the Axe Avengers.
Yep. And let's see what David does. David might have snuck in another 5, which would be a 0.
Hopefully
okay, so
a
we
4.
got a 4.
Yeah,
so,
there we go.
So 4 in middle. So now
A good break for them.
So now Vale's up by 3, going into throw 3. So Vale's going to be going for upper bull, and I'm not quite sure where David's going to go because now he's got the 4 and the 5 locked out. So he's got to go either upper or lower bull. So he's talking to his team. Probably, I would imagine, going for the low bull.
A low bull.
Yeah. Or maybe he's going for a kill.
He has to aim low for a low bull as well, unless he goes for the kill.
So throw 3. So Vale is definitely going for the upper bull because he's going from low to high.
As well as the upper bowl being a safe play for him because the rings are also open for him. So even if he misses that upper bowl, he's still going to land a 4-3 or a 2.
At worst, he would get a 3 at worst.
Maybe a 2 if he misses really bad high.
Yeah, that's true.
But positive points nonetheless.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not quite sure where David's going to go.
Kill.
Let's see. Upper bull for Vale. Might be a little low. And
he
looks
took
like
a risk.
Looks like a 4 from David, which is going to be a 0.
Which is a 0. Calculated risk by David going for that low bull.
So David was probably going for the lower bull.
4 was not open.
And if he was going to miss, he should have missed lower than
Yes.
higher. All right, so Vale's up by 7 going into throw 4. Probably going kill for both throwers. Probably upper kill for both. Vale with a miss, and David with a miss.
So since the kills were called and they both missed, that is now marked a 0.
Looks like they're both 0, and they're probably going to go up again. Vale up by 7 going into throw 5.
That helps. Hearing it.
Now, are there any comments, or is there a way to see comments?
No, we can't see the.
When I put the key in, usually it gives me the option to pull the chat out.
Okay.
They give me the option this time, so I don't know what they've done.
Did Vale just miss that on purpose? That'd be a 0 for him. Normally, you don't see Vale missing by that much.
But if you pull the stream up on your phone, you'll see the chat.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to pull up the
You're
chat and
just
see.
going to be delayed in answering.
So
there's a lot of people in the chat.
Vale takes that match. He is awarded 4. The Wolfpack is awarded 4 points
42 people.
for the win and no hit kill shots.
I got 52 people on my phone.
So the Wolfpack, once again, we can't see the score where we're at right now. We're still working on that. And it looks like the Wolfpack won.
All right. So I'm pulling up the chat, and then we have a very chatty Michael Dolan.
Wolfpack wins.
Shocker.
Michael Dolan in the
Shocker.
house. What's
Shocker.
up, buddy?
We have a chatty Michael Dolan.
Jumping
Dolan,
over to.
What's up, Dolan?
We need to change the icons. You want to show me how to do that, Anthony?
What's that?
So,
We're about to play? Okay.
changing icons.
All right.
We have Primal versus Widowmakers.
Click on it so it turns red. Right-click Properties. Browse. Choose your team.
So I'm going to
Widowmakers
step
versus
out
Primal.
because Valkyrian Steel's about to throw.
Dr. Dan, thank
But I want to
you.
give a shout out to Michael Dolan for doing some awesome commenting. All of them are actually for Rob. What's up, Rob? Hey, Rob.
From Michael?
From Rob and Jay Sanchez.
Oh,
don't
man.
Oh, we're good? Okay.
Oh,
we're
Dr.
not
Dan
good? Okay.
staying in the booth.
All right, so I've
Josh
got-
Russo citing again. Josh, I was speculating a little bit on your attitude coming into this finals. All right, into the U.S. Open. The public wants to know, Josh, are you coming in with a little bit of chip on your shoulder?
Oh.
Absolutely not. I need to start coaching some of these young bloods around here.
So,
2020 U.S. Open. I was first seed.
Josh, why don't you get to get to a microphone so we can hear you?
Yeah, so the reason I don't have a chip on my shoulder going into this, regardless of my Worlds performance, 2020 U.S. Open, I was seeded first and proceeded to lose the first round. So I'm going to go based off of that experience rather than my world's experience.
So as someone who's been seeded first for a major tournament and losing immediately, kind of sucks.
It does. It does.
I'm not going to lie.
It made for a long day.
This is two teammates right now talking trash to each other.
Well, actually, we were seeded first for duels in the same tournament. So Josh was seeded first for U.S. Open last year for Big Axe, and me and my duels partner were seeded first for duels, and we lost our first match.
Ryan Smith in the house. Is Smith on a team?
So Ryan Smith is not on a team. So Smith just came.
That's a bad draft by you guys.
Yeah.
Not drafting me or Ryan Smith.
Okay, we want to hear a story.
Is this a public story?
If anybody, let's hear a story about recruiting Ryan Smith for a Melee team. Ryan the Machine Smith, the 2020 Hatchet World Champion. Josh, go ahead and take it away with the story.
Yeah, so in 2019, or it may have even been early 2020, preceding the Melee Championship Series, we were looking to recruit Ryan Smith for Valkyrian Steel. Obviously, right?
That's a great. I would agree with that pull.
Yeah, and Zach and I, we were really good friends with him at the time, still are, and he respectfully declined just due to the fact that he knew he was getting deployed to Hawaii soon and wouldn't be able to, travel, compete, and
Ryan is a corpsman in the Navy, correct?
I don't know if he's a corpsman, but I do know that he's in the military.
Okay.
Stationed in Hawaii. I don't know. I don't know that he's a corpsman or not, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, he's military, and obviously, thank you, Ryan, for your service.
Good guy. Good guy. It's exciting to see the Melee Championship Series finally come to fruition, and watch everybody enjoy this. Watching people enjoy it from the crowd, and then the throwers themselves actually enjoy it while they're playing.
So, for those of you listening, the Melee Championship Series was the birth child of Josh, and I have seen the many evolutions of this style of throwing, and the fact that it's been accepted through WATL, the fact that we have 8 teams is a lot of. I'm going to give a lot of credit to Josh for having a ton of perseverance, for pushing this style of throwing to actually be a thing now. I mean, it's team throwing, and this wouldn't have been happen without Josh's leadership, without Josh's perseverance, and without him sticking to it and actually pushing it to be a thing. And so I want to give him a lot of credit, because I've seen when this was just I knew when this was just an idea in his mind. So I want to give Josh a ton of credit for putting this together. It's super awesome, Josh.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. It's been a long time coming for sure. I mean,
all right, so right now what we have a match between Wolfpack.
This is actually incorrect.
Yeah, so we have
Widowmakers versus Wolfpack.
So we have that's got to be Colorado versus Wolfpack. So we're gonna go to get the logos changed, because we have Primal Axe versus Wolfpack, not Widowmakers. So we have a hatchet match. So we're going to go ahead and switch the logos. So we got to switch out Wolfpack and Primal, and get Primal to the left and Wolfpack to the right. So we're going to get Anthony to come switch the so that was a match between Travis Blank and
his name's Ty. Ty from the Widowmakers.
Travis
Blank just threw a perfect game. That's good to go.
So for those, so we're gonna switch. So we're gonna do a warm up, and so we got Robert Young versus Tyler Seidel. So they're doing their hatchet warm up match, and we're going right into throw 1. All right, so we got.
Thank you.
So we got a low.
First one of the 9s and the first one
So we got. Looks like we got a low.
I think it may have been the first. No, not even first.
Looks like we got a low bull by both
There's been
throwers.
another one earlier. Yeah, we got a young stars matchup here. Robert
Yeah.
Young and Tyler Seidel. He's from Alaska, I believe.
He's living in Alaska, and it looks like we're going to probably be going for middle bull by both throwers. I'm not quite sure why. I thought they both hit the low, so I'm not quite sure why. I guess maybe Robert didn't hit the low bull. So we're going into throw 3, and I believe Tyler Seidel is up by a few. Tyler's probably going to be going for the upper, yep, as he is. He missed.
Tyler scores a 3. Looks like his third. I
Three.
think his 3 was already closed.
I think his 3 was already closed. And it looks like Robert might have missed the upper bowl as well. So I think that might be a 0-0.
For those watching at home, I'm sure they explained it earlier, but if you throw for a bullseye and you hit it, you get the points. If you hit anything on the target, once you hit it again, it turns into a 0.
So we're probably going to be going for kills. Tyler missed his kill.
Looks like Robert got his.
Robert, he's a little over-rotated, but I can't tell if he hit it or not. Miss.
We got miss.
So it's hard to tell if a shot's been hit, especially with that over-rotation. So it looks like both throwers are going to go up again. I believe Seidel is up.
Another thing to note here, these are 5-throw games, and
True.
for every 5 throws, each thrower is allowed 2 kill shots.
Correct.
So, a perfect game here is the 3 bullseyes and then hitting a top and a bottom kill.
Looks like another miss by Tyler. And looks like another low miss by Robert. So I think Tyler might have taken that match, but not the throwing that I know that the caliber that these 2 throwers can do. And so when a team or when a player does win a match, that does still give points to their team. So even though they didn't hit a lot of kill shots, Tyler still got 3 points for his team for winning the match.
That is correct. So when you win, you actually get a win is actually 2 points.
2 points, not 3. I'm not sure. All right, so we're going to go into the next hatchet match. So in the melee, the second match of the melee, and this is still the first round, is a hatchet match.
This is the third.
Oh, this is third? Okay.
Yeah,
so
so we go hatchet, duels, big axe.
So we're doing duels, and so we got David Sidecon and looks like Kyle Durant for Widowmakers, and then we got the Mosses, father and
son duo
for Wolfpack. And I believe that was the first throw. It looks like we got 2 drops. So it looks like we got a 5 from Widowmakers and a 3 from the Mosses.
You want to check out how we're doing on lane 4?
All right, let's switch it to another camera.
All right, so
like
we have.
We got nothing on lane 4.
Looks like we got the Legends and Jackalope coming up here. No, it's mine. Yeah, we don't have any no action right now. Or is this camera's back? All right, we're going back to lane 1 for a minute here.
All right, so we're back to lane 1, back to Widowmakers versus Wolfpack. And we're in duels, so we're in the third match.
Ugh.
And it looks like Widowmakers are up, and I believe the Mosses are going to call kills. So we're going all kills with the Mosses for Wolfpack, and looks like Widowmakers are going to stay down. And speaking of Ryan Smith, we're in the presence of greatness. Ryan, do you want to say a little something to the YouTube crowd?
Get your notepad ready.
What's up, guys? Before you think that these guys suck, they have had no practice throws for this one because they threw before, and they're just having a great time. So don't take this as any picture of any of these guys' skill level because these guys are up there. That's it. And nice to meet you guys again. It's been a while.
So that's our 2020 world champion from Hatchet, Ryan Smith, a man of very kind words. And it's just going to be a matter of time before we get Ryan on a team for Melee.
The only one that's thrown a perfect
there we
game.
go. We're gonna recruit Ryan for Vicarian Steel as a sub for today.
Has anyone else thrown a perfect game in a tournament?
We actually had Travis Blank
on TV.
So for a 10-throw hatchet match, I believe Ryan has thrown maybe two.
He's thrown two.
He's thrown them 264s.
But he's the only one.
But I believe he is the only one. So in traditional WATL throwing, a perfect score is a 64. So that's 8 bullseyes and 2 kill shots. And for those of you who don't know, the bullseyes are 1.5 inches, and so from 12 feet. So we're talking about highly precision throws, precision throws for 10 throws to have a perfect game. Now, combined it with being under the lights of ESPN, and Rob, you've thrown under the lights before, and you've thrown under ESPN, so you know what it's like, how different it is to throw under the lights versus throwing, in your garage or throwing at your home venue.
What's impressive about Ryan Smith's run in 2020 was that his bullseye percentage was 90+%, and the next closest was in the 70s, high 70s. So he commandingly won that, despite being handed a loss by my boy Nick Rich.
Okay, so we got a comment from Maddie. Maddie is very familiar for our 2021 world champion.
Good.
Maddie knows Mike Philibon, and she corrected us and say Mike Philibon is actually throwing a 64 on ESPN. In
Fact checker Maddie. Thank you very much, Maddie.
So, Maddie, thank you for correcting us. We are corrected.
He is one of 2 people that have
he's
thrown
one of
perfect
2
games.
people who throw a perfect game. So thank you, Maddie, for correcting me and Rob. And thank you for commenting. But yes. And actually, Mike Philibon actually threw a 64 against Ryan Smith.
Did he?
Yes.
So, fun fact: where did Ryan go? I ran into Ryan Smith earlier today in the lobby at the hotel.
Okay.
And I said, his bracket. Check out his bracket if you're following the app.
So he is in bracket number 1.
Bracket number 1 for Hatchet.
Yes.
Which contains 3 of the top 4 finalists of last
3.
year's
Yep.
2021
okay,
championship,
that's true. Of last year's
along with Ryan Smith, the 2020 championship.
Yep.
Along with an OG Ryan Gustin.
And we have
there's
Jeff
a couple.
Cope.
There's a couple. Jeff Cope is one of the finalists.
Yep.
There's a couple of people I'm missing out in that bracket. So that bracket is.
So we have Jeff Cope. We have Ryan Gustin.
Robert Young.
And we have Robert Young, and we have Dustin Wellman, all in Hatchet 1.
Only one of those guys is going to make the broadcast.
Philibon. So we have a stacked field and a Hatchet bracket number 1 for sure.
I asked Ryan how he felt about being in that bracket, and his response was just a very casual, whatever. And I said, "Come on, Ryan, how do you really feel about it?" He says, "Well, and I could see in his gestures that he had something to prove.
Well, I know Ryan's of the philosophy of if you don't miss, you probably won't lose either.
Now, he did mention that he has not been practicing a lot, which just tells me that he seems to be hyper-focused.
Well,
so good luck in bracket 1 to everyone tomorrow. Saturday.
And I want to give a little shout-out to Ryan for writing his book, The Perfect Throw. So for those of you listening who are either thinking about getting into axe throwing or want to raise their axe throwing game, if you go to Amazon and search for Ryan Smith or search for The Perfect Throw book.
Amazon, whatever, Google, doesn't matter.
It is a read for not only the pros. Speaking of Ryan Gustin, we have Ryan Gustin peeking in on the broadcast.
That's me.
So for those of you who don't know Ryan Gustin, he's one of, I believe, 2 throwers who have thrown in every single world championship. He is the only one?
He is the only one.
Who has ever thrown in all world championships since 2018.
2017.
2017?
2017.
Okay. All right. So
2018 was the first televised big broadcast. 2017 was the first official, which was done in individual venues.
So I want to give Ryan Gustin a little bit of props because to be throwing at that high caliber for so long, and for those of you who don't know Ryan Gustin, He is one of the kindest, most generous, awesome people that you'll ever meet in axe throwing. There's a lot of
congratulations to him for opening his own venue recently.
Correct.
Outside Indianapolis, Flying Squirrel.
For those of you who are living in Indianapolis, Indiana, if you have a chance to stop by the Flying Squirrel, it's actually in Speedway, Indianapolis. I've actually had the pleasure of actually throwing in that venue. I threw in the first marathon league at that venue because I wanted to show support to my good friend Ryan Gustin. So for those of you who are ever in Indianapolis and want to throw at an amazing venue, I would highly recommend checking out the Flying Squirrel in Indianapolis because
lane 1 is camera.
We are on. This is lane 1.
So,
It wasn't before, but it is now.
Okay.
so Rob, we have another question. We got Bo.
Bo
Dwata.
Warren?
Bo. No, not Bo Warren.
Yeah.
Bo Dwata? Okay, so Bo. Bo is asking, is there going to be live streaming the rest of the tournament? And I believe there is going to be live streaming from the YouTube page.
Yes.
But
As
I'm
of
not-
right now, we have the 2 cameras that we have set up right now are the 2 cameras that we have set up for tomorrow. There's supposed to be 4, but as of right now, we have 2.
Okay.
So we have 2 cameras for tomorrow's spectacles of knife throwing first,
Okay.
and then Big X. And I imagine there might be 2 more cameras set up, just depending on what kind of technicalities we have to deal with here. But yes, there will be live streaming tomorrow, along with multiple people doing Facebook live streams as well on their
Yeah.
own.
So Bo, to answer your question, yes, there'll be live streaming from the YouTube page, but also keep your eyes open for people that you know that might be doing Facebook Lives and streaming as well. So right now it looks like we got a hatchet match between Travis Blank and Tyler Seidel. It looks like we got Tyler Seidel again back on the stream. So in the last match, Travis Blank actually threw a perfect game. So for those of you who are watching, a perfect game is actually hitting all 3 red bullseyes and both kills, upper and lower. So that's a great accomplishment from Travis. He's probably a little bit more well known for his knife game, but for those of you who don't know, Travis is a spectacular hatchet thrower as well. So I am not surprised
Defending U.S. Open
that
knife champion.
He is, yeah. So he is the defending champion of this tournament from last year in knives. So, but he is also a killer at hatchet as well.
Knife and hatchet throw for him is very, very similar. Tyler Seidel on the Widowmakers in the black jersey.
Yes.
Is one of the young guns of the
He is a
community.
young gun.
Came out of nowhere, really. Came out of such nowhere that people questioned him.
Well, so for those of you who don't know, Tyler Seidel is actually 20 years old. I know he looks pretty young on the stream.
Started when he was 19?
But he started when he was 19. And so think about it, when you were 19, Rob, if you were throwing with a bunch of adults with a lot of pressure, how do you think you would do when the lights were the brightest?
Who threatened you and
Yeah.
came out of nowhere?
Yeah,
man.
So I actually know Tyler pretty well. He is such a great kid. And the thing is that when you're young and you don't know, it's actually hard to deal with the pressures of life.
100%.
Let alone the pressures of axe throwing.
You're green to life in general.
Absolutely. And as he's progressed as a thrower, he's actually gotten more and more comfortable throwing under pressure. And as we can see, he's actually done more. He's actually done better and better in bigger tournaments. So the sky is the limit for Tyler Seidel.
Agreed.
And I'm a fan because I've thrown duels with him. I know what kind of kid he is, and he's such a good kid that I can only imagine with a couple more years under his belt how much of a killer he's going to be.
And not to mention him and his brother Colin make a heck of a duels team.
So if you guys don't know, he's got a younger brother who's 2 years younger, who's just as much of a sniper as his bigger brother, and they're an amazing duels team. But Colin is also in himself an amazing hatchet thrower as well.
Right now we have Robert Young versus David Sycon. Robert Young in the red, Sycon, as we are very familiar with.
Okay, So
And the
so
Widowmakers.
I'm going to say we're actually in axe throwing royalty right here because we have David Sycon, the one and only, the man who has been in literally almost every broadcast on ESPN for WATL. He is also the recently crowned 2022 champion of of another throwing style.
Robert Young, speaking of Tyler Seidel and coming out of nowhere, Robert Young kind of came out of nowhere.
Yes, sir. We got Robert Young again on the stream. And so
Originally, he was throwing in Texas.
He started throwing in Texas and now is currently throwing out of Alaska.
Restationed with the military in Alaska.
So he is throwing for Team Wolfpack, which is a team based out of Texas. And so, but one thing I've been noticing about Robert Young is that he's got a very compact throw, but a lot of his throws have landed over-rotated, meaning that he doesn't get as much scoring area as other throwers who land a little bit more flatter. So
He needs an extra inch on his handle.
So I agree. I feel like it's a little bit of a disadvantage to constantly be over-rotating and landing short, but it looks like David Sycon might have took that hatchet match between him and Robert Young. But I just give Robert Young a lot of credit because, again, coming out of nowhere, no one knew who he was, and then he made it onto the broadcast for the World Championship.
And I can't imagine throwing up at Frost Axe up in Alaska. When I spoke to him last year at the World Championship, he said there's not a lot of competition up there yet. I imagine with his stance and his performance at the WATC last year, they might have a little bit more competition up there now.
Yeah.
Having someone that's famous who's been on ESPN, but
Right.
he said it was a struggle to throw because you throw up to your competition.
Correct. And the one thing that I always tell people who are just starting out is if you're starting to throw in a league with people that are better than you because you will definitely get better.
Dan, does it surprise you that Vin Crescenzo and Kyle Duran are throwing together and not Vin and David Sycon, who are former champions?
So I actually had a chance to actually throw against Vin and Kyle. So they're actually an established duels team. And so I have actually played Vin and Kyle, and they can definitely hold their own. I think when it comes to the melee and trying to manage your throwers, it's trying to find a comfort of like who's done what and who's good at what. And the fact that Kyle and Vin on your right are an established duels team.
Oh, a double drop.
They're probably used to throwing together. And as you can see, we have a double drop from the Mosses. And it looks like this is probably the fourth match that I've seen the Mosses on the stream throwing duels. So it looks like they're the duels team for the Wolfpack. And they start up with a double drop. And it looks like we got a bull and a 5. Or maybe it might have been double bull for the Widowmakers. So, for those of you who don't know, Kyle Durant, who is the gentleman with the tattoos on his head, is an excellent axe maker. And
One
actually,
of the best.
so is Vin Crescenzo.
Yeah.
So we have actually through two makers throwing together. So I feel like apparently some of the best axe throwers that I know are the ones that make their own axes. And so when you have two amazing world-class throwers who can actually make their own axes, I mean, you can see them on the board. They're very, very pretty.
Let's see if we can see Ryan Smith on the camera over here. He is.
Nope.
Can't quite see him.
So we got Jackalope and Legends here on this camera. So we got a battle of big axes between Dave Alviso on the left, and we got our defending world champion Mark Marisol on the right.
Oh, frozen camera.
It looks like we got a frozen camera.
Oh.
So we got a hatchet match between Ryan Gusson, who we were talking about earlier, and the defending world champion, we got U.S. and world champion Mike Philibon on the left.
Along with Knife.
Along with Knife and Hatchet.
His resume is kind of in depth.
So Mike Philibon is one of those throwers that is so consistent. It's almost laughable how good he is because, you know, people come and go in this sport, and I feel like people have their own time in the sun for a certain amount of time, and then you don't see him anymore. Mike Philibon has been reigning over axe throwing for at least a good year and a half.
He had a good year and a half.
There's no sign of him slowing down.
No.
At all.
Although he is in that infamous bracket 1 tomorrow.
He is
Saturday.
He is in bracket 1 for tomorrow. And so, which is also a bracket with Ryan Smith that I'm just dying to watch. So we're back to duels between the Mosses versus Vin and Kyle. All right, we have a little bit of delay.
Our camera on lane 1 is struggling to keep up with the speed of our competitors right now with the hotness that they're throwing. So we're going to jump back over to lane 2.
So we have a duels match on lane 2 between the Colomayas.
Recently arrived Theodoro and Colby Dean.
That's right. So we have the Kingsman on the right, who is an established. Oh, on the left. So we got the Kingsman on the left, and then we got the Colomayas on the right. So, in very dramatic fashion.
We're showing their slow motion setup, so you can get a good idea how they set up their axes.
So we got the Kingsman on the left, we got the Colomayans on the right. So we have 2 established duels teams between the Kingsmen and the Colomayas. These 2 teams throw together quite often. So we have a pair of threes. It looks like a pair of threes from the Kingsmen, and then a drop and a 6 from the Colomayas on the upper bowl. So, but we have 2 established duels teams that throw together who know each other very, very well.
Nick floated over there into Kendra's space, and Kendra's axe dropped. I think Nick might get a talking to after that one. Stay out of my space.
Although Nick did hit the upper bowl, so that is a 6. So they didn't lose any points, so we're still tied because the Kingsmen threw 2 threes. So the Kingsmen they might be a little bit weary from their, 20-hour drive from Texas. So they actually drove from Austin, Texas, all the way up here to Minneapolis. As Michael slaps Colby on the face.
How's our comments doing?
I'm looking at the comments, and we don't have any comments right now.
Slowing down.
So the comments are slowing down. We still got 43 viewers. So, viewers, if you have some comments, we're actually keeping tabs of those. So, if you have any comments, please put them down, and we'll try to do our best to answer them. So, the Colomayas, if you don't know, are throwing out of Alberta, Canada, and so they have to go through customs to get here. Looks like we got a double bowl from the Kingsmen on the upper bowl. Oh, we have Miguel Tamburini, who's no stranger.
Coach
Tamburini of the one and only Jackalopes. He says go Jackalopes, so I'm sure that he's cheering for the Colomayas. So, Miguel, gracias, mi amigo, para usted. So, if you guys don't know, Miguel is from Venezuela, and he is a man of a heart of gold, and I love him to death. So, Miguel, te amo.
Can I borrow that?
Oh, that's yours.
Okay, Miguel just gave us a little sad face because he can't be here with his team. But I know Miguel is cheering very hard for the Colomayas.
Miguel is at every axe throwing tournament in our hearts.
So, we all love Miguel. And if you guys don't know, he is a venue owner in Northwest Washington of Jumpin' Jackalopes. Oh, wait, did we get a double kill from the Kingsmen? Oh, we got double kills.
No. The word's on it.
So it looks like we got double kills from the Colomayas as well.
Dude, that feels heavy.
So Miguel loves us more.
This is Justice Bearclaw.
So gracias, mi amigo. Te amo otra vez.
What's his name? Brad from...
So thank you, Miguel. Love you too, brother. I wish you were here, and thanks for the comments.
On the pinch for his league or his tournament or something, and he's like, I'm going to send you one of my accents.
So I believe the Colomayas might have the lead going into throw 5. And I think the Kingsmen are waiting to see what the Colomayas do for their 5th throw.
That's pretty good.
So we just had a drive-by from the one and only Manny Cole. So
Dan, Dr. Dan, what's being discussed right now?
So right now, I believe the Colomayas are up, and I believe the Kingsmen are waiting to see what the Colomayas are going to do on their throw 5 for duels. Okay, the Colomayas, it looks like they're staying down.
So Jackalope has to make their call before Colby and Theodoro?
So I don't think they have to, but I think the Kingsmen, Colby and Michael, were waiting to see what they're going to do. So I believe the Kingsmen wildly miss on their double kills.
Another cross axe by the Colomayas.
So the Colomayas looks like they were going for the same kill on the lower kill,
which would have been 18 points.
So I believe the Colomayas had the game in hand, and the Kingsmen were trying to make it show some sportsmanship and go for a double kill, same kill. And we see some hugs between Colby and Nick, some hugs between Michael and Kendra, and hugs all around.
We're going to watch Mark Tishko coming up here.
Okay, so let's go.
Tishko, excuse me.
We're going to switch to the next match between Wolfpack and
Big X looks like it's coming up.
So we got Widowmakers versus Wolfpack.
Whoa, Dave Alviso. Was that Dave?
Looks like we got Dave Alviso versus
yes, it is Dave.
Mark Tishko. So we got another Jackalopes match. We got Alviso on the right. We got Tishko on the left. And Tishko looks like he got a lower bull. And it looks like Dave with a 4.
Tishko is one of my picks. He's my dark horse.
So Mark is one of those other throwers who kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion, because he was a very established IAT, another thrower from another league, and
another
then came
club.
in another Wattle, and then came into Wattle and just started killing it over the last 6 months,
including a victory at the capital city at X's and O's. X's and O's?
So at X's and O's, and a victory at Rust Belt.
That's right.
So he had a victory at capital
Were you
city.
at the Rust Belt?
Unfortunately, yes. I was sent packing.
Unfortunately.
I was sent packing for 5th place at the Rust Belt Open. So Mark Miosol gave me the business.
Champ.
Who is another champ, and he's a very, very good competitor. But yes, I got to see Mark Tishko and Mark Miosol in the finals.
So for those of you that don't know, the Rust Belt is a tournament that I've always wanted to go to. I haven't been able to make it up there. That is in upstate New York.
It is in Rochester, New York.
And Bo
Warren
is the owner.
And for those of you who would ever want to come to a tournament where the stakes maybe a little less, everyone's having a good time.
It's relaxed.
It's very relaxed. Bo provided 2 kegs
for free
with a bar. So
Send it.
So for those of you who enjoy adult beverages while you throw, I'm going to give a little shout out to Bo Warren, because he's one of those guys who has a heart of gold and really loves axe throwing.
And a hospitality mindset to give you an experience that wants you to come back.
He is one of my favorite people in axe throwing.
Agreed. Well done, Bo.
So thank you, Bo, for making that tournament such a fun experience. And I want to say that for those who ever want to go to a tournament where the pressure's a little off and everybody has a really good time, please check out the Rust Belt Rumble in Rochester, New York at Axis. No, I'm trying to remember. Axis and Ales.
Interesting big axe throw by both these gentlemen. They have completely different style throws. Tishko is a one-handed lefty.
Yeah.
Whereas Dave Alviso, who is a well-established big axe thrower.
Correct.
Two-handed, thumb touches the top of his skull.
Yes.
To keep him aligned, and he follows through pretty straight.
So, Rob, for those of you who don't know, they call him Big Shot Rob for a reason.
I love reliving my glory days.
So Rob Leverance is one of those guys who, I've actually had the pleasure when I first met Rob, I met him over the Quarantine Axe Throwing League, and we got to throw a lot of matches together. And so me being a newer thrower, when I saw Rob Leverance on my screen to play, I'm not going to lie, I was a little nervous. But Rob is such an ambassador of the sport. Rob is such a kind soul that me being a newer thrower at the time, and this is 2020, he was such a kind soul. He put me at knees. And he was a very established thrower, not only in hatchet, but also in big axe. So, Rob, how do you throw big axe?
I'm two-hander for life.
Two-handed for life.
Two-handed for life. I am team two-hander. I would like to throw one-handed, but I just can't seem to get that down. My shoulder, my arms, everything doesn't want to align.
Yep.
So I still throw two-handed. I still throw my original ag door.
Nice.
And I'll tell you this, Dr. Dan.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of throwing in this promotional axe throwing tournament in Houston for the Danny Dietz Memorial Tournament.
Okay.
We got to throw against 3 active Navy SEALs.
Okay.
And 1 retired. Another one's going to retire soon. And we had a competition, the Axe Pros versus the Navy SEALs.
Okay.
And these guys, I had never met a Navy SEAL before. These guys were not at all what I thought they would be. They were, well, I mean, I knew they'd be very disciplined, which they were. And we gave them a little bit of instruction. And these guys took notes better than anyone I've ever seen. And they held on to every word that we gave them. And they made the adjustments accordingly, and they ended up beating us. It was incredible. And these guys, DJ was one of them. He has a.
This is back in Houston, correct?
Yes, outside of Houston. Yes, suburb.
Oh, so this is going to be in Sugarland?
No, Rosenberg.
Oh, Rosenberg.
Okay. And these guys, DJ and Cole, I think their names were. They have a. They're now both retired. They have a skateboard shop in Virginia Beach right around the corner from Tribal Axe.
Tribal Axe.
And they do therapy, skateboard customs. They do a lot of different stuff in that community. And it was great throwing against those guys. And I had such a good time, and it was such a memorable experience for me that afterwards I had each of them sign my big axe.
Wow.
And I had told one of them, I said, I'm never throwing this axe again. It's being retired. It's going to go up on my wall as a tribute to this and everything. And they told me that they would personally come kick my ass if I didn't throw it and send it. Full send on that axe, or they would not like me anymore. And I was like, you know what? Power of the Navy SEALs behind this big axe. And I've been throwing the same big axe ever since. Almost 3 years now.
So to piggyback off of Rob's comments, so for me, I have recently switched from two-hand to one-hand. And it is a very tough transition for big axe.
But it's a game changer.
I mean, I did it because all the top throwers are one-handed, and so I felt like if I want to take my game to the next level, I have to throw one-handed. And so props to Rob, who's sticking to the two-handed throw, because to be honest, I feel like it is an easier throw. It's a little bit less effort, but I feel like all the top throwers,
the precision's not there.
We're talking Zeus Crawford. We're talking Tyler Flynn.
Lucas
we're
Johnson.
talking Lucas Johnson. We're talking Mark Marisol. They're all one-handed, and I feel like I need to make the switch. So it looks like we're getting into a new match. We got Soaring Blades versus Axe Vengers, and so we got Anna Cole on the right, and we got Nikki Knight on the left for a hatchet match.
Our practice throw's already been thrown. This one's being scored. So Dan, let's try and pay attention to this, and let's keep score accurately for our folks.
So it looks like we got a 6 from Nikki on the upper bowl, and a 4 from Anna on the first throw. So Nikki's up by 2, going into throw 2. So it looks like a 5 from Nikki.
And a 0.
And might be a 6 from Anna on the lower bowl.
Low 6.
So it's either a 6 or a 3. It's hard to tell. So Nikki, it was a 6, so Nikki is up by 1 going into throw 3.
Going up to the high bowl, I imagine, for Nikki.
Correct. And Anna's probably going to go for the center.
Oh, low bowl for Nikki.
So low bowl for Nikki and a 5 from Anna. So we got a 5-4. So Anna. So we have a tie game going into throw 4. So we're going double kills. So we got kills from both ladies going into throw 4. Ooh, it looks like we had a kill. It looks good. Looks good.
And a hit.
Looks like a hit from Anna and a hit from Nikki. So we got kill, and so Anna's still up by 1 going into throw 5. And it looks like we're going to go low kill for both ladies.
Low kills being called. Manny in the background cheering on Anna, telling her to go low.
That's right.
Oh.
So we got both coaches telling them which way to go. I believe the call is to go low kill for both ladies. Ooh, we got a miss from Nikki, and we got a hit from Anna. So very good. So Anna takes the match.
Along with 2 extra points.
2 extra points for hitting both kills. Takes it by a kill. So great throwing from Anna. So Anna takes the first match and hatchet. So it looks like we have Dustin Knight, Nikki's husband for Axe Vengers. Yeah, let's change that from Jackalope. And we have, so we have the battle of the husbands now. So we have the wives versus husbands. So now we have Dustin versus Manny.
I don't remember how to change the logos.
I don't know how to change it.
Right click, click. Oh, red, click, properties. No. No.
So we don't know how to change the logos here, but we're having a practice here. Tristan, do you know how to change the logos?
Highlight, click,
Oh, if you get your dad, change the logos.
browse. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
And we have,
We got Axe
Soaring
Vengers on
Blades.
the left.
whoop, Axe Avengers on the left. So we'll go back to property. Nope. Oh, boy. Cancel. Cancel.
So it looks like we have a 5 from Dustin and maybe a miss from Manny on throw 1.
Axe Avengers on the left.
We got Axe Avengers on the left, and we have Soaring Blades on the right.
Oh, Lordy.
There we go. There we go. All right, so it looks like Axe Avengers might be getting a second call on their kill shot because Dustin is pretty close.
We can't get those 50 seconds back.
All right, so it looks like we have a second call by Dustin. We figured
got
it
it.
out. We're trying to switch the logos.
Oh, you know, basic stuff. Yeah.
All right, so we have a comment from Pops Malvey.
Steve, Pops Malvey.
Pops Malvey.
You know he's one of my top 5.
So he's probably top 2 for me. So I'm going to say how wonderful Pops Malvey is, who is a legend in the sport of axe throwing. Legend. So, Rob, you probably know Pops more than me, but I'm going to just let you talk about Pops Malvey because he is my mind, the heart and soul, one of the heart and soul of axe throwing, in my opinion.
So you want to talk about ambassadors of the sport?
Correct.
I don't think that anyone has ever officially named Pops Malvey as like an ambassador, like they have the program now.
Correct.
Of official ambassadors. But
Right.
if you want to talk about someone that represents the sport itself in a nutshell.
All right, so I'm being called. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to leave, but I love Pops Malvey.
Pops has a charisma that is contagious to everyone around him. The positivity that he exudes is it's bar none. Pops, tip of the hat. You've been one of my mentors since I've started, and thank you for the memories that you have provided me. The Canadian Open will live forever. What a great run by you and your kilted badass self. Back to the action. Axe Vengers looking at some strategy against Manny Cole and Soaring Blades. I don't know where we're at. Do we know where we're at? No one knows where we're at right now. Anthony, our resident camera technician, computer, everything superhero, is investigating where we're at right now. Dustin nails a bowl. Manny nails a low kill shot. Before that throw, we're in hatchet 2. Any idea what the score was? We'll figure it out at the end of this. Looks like Manny took hatchet 2. So that opening round went to Anna. Manny follows up with another 4 points, possibly 5. Looked like he had a hit kill shot there. Duels portion coming up. Match 3. Practice throw. Once again, once they hit one of these scoring portions of the target, it is then closed. Meaning if they hit that closed section, that is not a practice throw. Judge going up.
It's 11-1 soaring blades.
11-1 soaring blades. And we're in duels. Anthony, how do I pull up the rules?
You're not going to be able to see the scores here.
Or the...
This is me and Lucas when we were playing it. You just want to see like how it looks?
I
for duels?
think, yeah. Some gibbering going on by both these teams. Looks like the axes collided just a little bit to push them out of the bowl. And a double 4 from the Axe Ventures. 4 and a 3 and a 4-4. 1 point gain on that throw. Dr. Dan up on the other side, 13-7.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. Dr. Dan's throwing on the other lane. We'll jump to that lane right now. Dr. Dan just stopped throwing. So Valkyrie and Steele is throwing against Wolfpack right now. Josh Russo in the background along with Zach Crawford, the brainchilds of the melee. Back over to, there we go. A crossed axe score. Bullseye. Luckily not a drop on that axe by the Axe Vengers. Lucky and Lewis tap the axe, indicating they're all going up. Double kill shot here on the same kill shot, 18 points. No one has indicated what they're doing yet, other than they're going for kills. Looks like Soaring Blades going opposite kills. Looks like everyone's going opposite kills. Miss, hit, and a hit, miss.
The one on the bottom is a hit over here on the right.
The shadows are kind of difficult, but a miss, 2 misses, and a hit, double hit. Wow. Points gained on that throw, which was the 5th throw, I think.
The rest of the weekend we'll have scores. So. We'll have insight tomorrow.
This is only the 2nd Melee Championship Series challenge to date. There is 5 total tournaments that they're going to be competing in. The next one is in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Are you going to Oshkosh, Wisconsin?
I'm going to Ohio.
For Ohio, Oshkosh, World Championship, and one that I'm forgetting.
Angry Jacks already happened.
Angry Jacks was the first. This is the 2nd at the U.S. Open in Minneapolis. Decisions and strategy being made. Austin standing on the other side of the football line to make sure no one throws without confirm from the judge. Math being done. Decisions being made about which shots are open and which are closed. Lewis holds his axe out saying, I want to go up or down in that case. And all 4 throwers are going to be going kill shot. Looks like Soaring Blades might be, nope, they're all going different kill shots. None are going for the same kill shot, which will result in, if they both hit, 18 points. Instead, oh, we do have one that just barely missed for 18 points. And a hit and a miss by the Axe Vengers. A move that was necessary by the Soaring Blades. Much closer than it looks from my vantage point. The camera and flashlight are being busted out by our judge, Jenna. A closer look, and a hit miss indicated for 8 points. Resulting in how do we get another one of these? Hell yeah, man. My man. Schultz had they want a second opinion. They're going to take a closer look. Now, with 2 axes and the same hole here, that 1.5-inch kill shot, sometimes it's difficult to see both sides of that blade. So one axe, by rule, can be pulled to take a look at the other axe. Ashley coming in, our second opinion. I hope she gets someone needs to get her a step stool. Those axes are a little bit high. That kill shot is 72 inches high. The queen in the house, Kendra. Kendra, we have an open seat. Come on in.
I'm just looking at all your screens. Oh
From
God.
Alberta, Canada, Team Jackalopes, Kendra in the house.
This is an amazing setup. Oh my goodness.
It is a great setup. However, there's one thing that we have not gotten to yet. We do not have a score that I can see.
Oh.
So it makes it a little bit difficult to commentate, but
This is complicated to score. You're not wrong.
the viewers and I are learning as we go, and we're also trying to keep track of the score as we go.
I've never done this before. I'm like, tell me what to do.
So not doing this before. Kendra, come on in.
Okay,
Sit down.
Just for a sec. Just for a
Sit
sec.
down. How do you like it? You've never done this before. How do you like the Team Melee Challenge?
Super fun. It's interesting. There's a whole lot of math that I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay, you miss a little, you're trying to go for that high ball, you miss high, okay, now you got a 2. That leaves the 3 and the 4 nicely open for you if you miss something else.
Question for you,
Glorious.
Kendra. Who is the person that keeps track of the score and what's open and what's not on your team? Do you have a coach? Are you guys just flying by the wire?
Well, I mean, Kyle is our adult.
Kyle is the adult.
Kyle is definitely our adult.
You guys should get him a captain's patch.
I feel
Like
like that would not
soccer,
be
like
wrong.
something, an
I was
armband.
watching Valkyrie, and I know Zach was definitely telling people do this, do that. I feel like every team needs an adult because, yeah.
Now we have the Incredible Hulk versus Flo Bro. Is that what they call themselves? Oh, he's taking off the wig. Things just got serious. The
Nice.
hat gets tossed to the side.
Oh, that's Depke.
Was that a practice throw?
That's John.
That was not a practice throw.
No, they're going straight in now. They gave us
So that
practice
was-
throws on the first one, and that was it.
Not a detrimental throw. That was a 4 that he just threw. So now the bull and the 5 are still open for him with the big axe. John goes
Oh.
upstairs, hits the bullseye.
And that looks like a 3 on the right.
So he gained back the points that he thought he lost.
Yes.
The tides have turned going into axe number 3.
I mean, the scorekeepers need to keep yelling at us the score because I thought we were well behind, and it's like, no, you're tied. Oh, great, cool. It's a thing. It's
I
hard
really
to keep
need to
track.
get me one of those Incredible Hulk shirts. I need to wear that in public.
Ooh. 2 and a 4.
That is a 1.
Is it? No, that's a 2.
That is definitely a 2, excuse
Yeah.
me. And a what?
There's
a
so
4?
many options, though. Maybe.
So John has middle bowl and a 5 still available, I believe.
I think you're right.
Which
actually.
are huge going into the final throws of this match.
They might have clinked on kills, though.
Kill
Yeah,
shots
they
being
did.
thrown.
looks like a pair of ones.
Ones for everybody.
But honestly, I'm not even sure if you get the one if you call the kill or you just get. But
When you call the kill and miss,
yeah, I
it's a
think they
zero.
both called.
And they both called
So they
kills on
got
this throw as well.
nothings. Whole lot of nothing.
Low kill is what I.
Oh yeah. Which is another thing that's interesting, but since they both missed the top kill, they could have gone for the top kill again had they wanted to. But at the same time, it's sort of fun to throw at the low stuff because you never get to.
Jenna's given the thumbs up, thumbs down for the thumbs down miss.
Yeah.
It's throwing me off when I see her on camera go, ah.
Yeah, no. But no.
She slow rolls the call. That's okay. She's doing a great job. Steady
Absolutely.
judgment. So the big axe portion of that is done, and let's go to some action on the other lane. Not in by action on the other lane. We have a little bit of
We have a
delay
group hug.
in the filming.
There's
I
a
can
group
see
hug
action
over there.
going on. Oh, are they practicing? No. Mark versus Alex Martin over there. What's going on?
Oh.
Little delay in the
There
camera. We're
we
back on the
go.
action. Defending champion Mark Marisol in the yellow axe handle threw a little bit low on that bull. Alex Martin a little bit to the right on the low bull.
That might
So
be a 3-4.
3
Maybe.
and the 4, if they haven't already been hit, are now eliminated. If they have been hit, those are marked zeros. Everyone knows Mark for his big axe skills.
Yep.
Alex Martin gave the champion Mike Philibom a heck of a run last year in the finals for their individual bracket.
Oh,
they
that's
double
right, that's
60
right.
forward win the overtime where Philibom barely squeaked out a win. Alex Martin had him on the ropes.
You know what? That's absolutely right. And I mean, that's gross when it comes down to that. Double 64s? Like, wow.
Afterwards, Martin didn't even know what happened. He said he was living in the moment, had no idea what just
That's
happened.
the best
he
way to
threw
throw,
out of
though.
his mind.
That really is the best way to throw when you're not thinking about all the other nonsense. You're just throwing. Like,
Deep
okay,
in the
there's a
throw
dot.
zone at that point.
There's a dot. Yeah. That whole flow process.
Mark throws a completely custom axe that is hand forged by one of his friends, I
Nice.
believe here in our neighbor Wisconsin.
That looks like a high-low.
Kind of looked like a hit. It almost looked like Alex was conceding this match to Mark with the hug that he just gave him. Zach coming into the picture here. Zach Crawford, another big axe aficionado.
2020 Big Axe champion.
Let's get back to the action with local Minnesotanite.
You got to tell me. I have
The
no
people-
idea what that would be.
One of the people of Minnesota.
I feel like Minnesotan. Minnesotan sounds
Minnesotan.
right-ish. Yeah.
Sounds like it rolls off the tongue. Austin over here in my man. In the, I think we said Deadpool. Oh no, Thor, because he looks like Thor. Long blonde hair, black shorts. You can see him standing there behind the 17-foot line, and we're slight delay again.
Frozy. Little frozy. Unless they're all being motionless for a moment. Oh, there we go. Oh.
And Schultz. Which
4,
Schultz is that?
Ooh, 4 or
TJ?
5.
I only know the Schultz's. Schultz is. I only know them by Facebook. I know their names. I know that they are incredibly good throwers. The squared up Ryan Smith stance-esque throw versus the traditional staggered non-goofy foot throw by Austin, resulting in a miss.
TJ's up by 7.
TJ by 7. Thank you for that great announcement by our judge. I can actually
Yay.
hear him now.
Yeah. Go,
No
Ashley,
scoreboard
with the
makes it a
volume.
little bit hard to commentate from here. 7 points going in the which throw?
I think final.
Must hit kill shot. which he
Ooh.
does, and he's going to play it safe,
Ooh.
I imagine, for something that's open on the board,
No. Oh.
which he did not.
I mean,
Are they
for the high
tied? They're either
kill.
tied
I mean, that was a 7.
or Austin won.
Wow. Yep.
Moving on to the next hatchet portion.
Oh, so back half.
Kendra, how are you feeling about tomorrow? Or knives? And,
I am throwing knives tomorrow, yeah.
and that's it.
Nick's throwing in big, so I get to cheerlead for that part.
Okay, how do you feel about knives?
Well, I knew we were
I love
coming.
story time.
I knew we were coming, so I threw my name into all of the lotteries.
Sure.
We were in for duels. Nick was in for hatchet. He was safe. He got in on the big lottery. I got in on the knife lottery. I had no knives. I had never thrown knives.
What are you throwing now?
I bought a set of the Crusaders.
Okay.
And about, I'm gonna say about a month ago, month and a bit, maybe. So I'm working on it. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Have you looked at the bracket?
I have. I know my first match. I haven't really looked beyond that though.
Who's your first match?
I've got Ellen Thompson actually first match.
Alan Thompson is
Yes.
a pretty decent thrower.
Which is kind of fun though.
He
because
is
we
one of
played
them
a
that
lot
had
of
earned their
round
spots.
One, throwing in like WATL and things like that. I'm like,
Okay.
well, I mean, knife. This is definitely your chance to absolutely stomp me for sure. Because, I mean, with single spin, I've gotten not too bad most
Okay.
of the time.
Double spin?
Two spin, it is a crapshoot every time. I don't know what's coming out. It's going to be as much of a surprise to me as
Just
everyone else.
Send it. If it sticks,
Things.
hell yeah.
You know, I mean, at Jackalope, I had some really good talks with like Jason Kearney, with Tony Luce, and you know, picking knife throwers' brains a little bit.
Both fellas,
right?
good people to pick their
who
brains.
know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Far more than I. And I mean, Tony threw way more in than I knew, but apparently I gotta go through.
Good luck, Kendra. Kendra is up to throw on Team Jackalope. They are headed over. Looks like they're playing Valkyrian Steel. And they're just getting set up right now. Valkyrian Steel is being set up. So we have kill shots being called for Soaring Blaze versus Axe Avengers. I don't know where we're at on this match. But we have Deadpool, who misses his kill. And another missed kill. Oh, hit miss. Hit by Axe Avenger. What'd she just say? 29. 29-8 Axe Avengers? So if I heard the judge correctly just now, the scorekeeper is 29-8 Axe Avengers going into the duels portion. Right now we have the Coles versus the Knights. Battle of Spouses. No more practice throws. We're jumping straight in. Kill shot attempted. I don't know if it was called. I imagine it was. And a 5-hit by the Knights. And a possible a 3-3. So 1 point difference going into axe number 2 right now in favor of the Coles. The 3 has been closed. And the 5 has been closed for the Knights. Strategy being discussed right now by the Axe Avengers. My man. Introduce yourself. That mic's hot.
Okay, everybody. This is Axes and Arrows. Y'all know how we coming. I'm just happy to be out here seeing everybody.
What venue are you representing?
I'm representing Bury the Hatchet right now.
Axes and Arrows is the handle. That's your handle on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Representing Bury the Hatchet, a renewed relationship with WATL. Thanks to you.
No, I can't say thanks to me. I say thank you to everybody that supported me.
Very humble opinion by Axes and Arrows.
Because I'll tell you one thing, man. Without y'all support, we would not be this far right now. I love y'all so much, man. Love the world of Axe.
So one of the things that you and I have talked about before is bringing youth throwers into the community.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that they definitely are the future.
So when we talk about youth throwers, what kind of age group are we talking about?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The youngest child I ever seen throw was a 5-year-old.
A
She
5-year-old?
Bullseye.
A 5-year-old?
Right in splitting edge.
Whew, watch out for her.
Bullseye.
My goodness.
Serious.
And what kinds of things do you tell a 5-year-old when they're throwing? How do you coach them up?
I coach them the same way I coach an adult.
It's probably easier to coach a 5-year-old.
Yeah, because they actually listen to you. They don't want to feel like their ego got something to do with it. But I love everybody I coach regardless. Egos don't matter to me. I just like seeing you stick it in and smile. Excuse the pun, I ain't mean that. But it's like with kids, the easiest way is just tell them. Point at the board, put the axis on the board.
Are the kids nervous or excited when you hand them an axe?
They actually be excited.
Do they seem intimidated? I feel
Well,
like
okay,
I'm trying to
some
channel
of the
my inner
girls-
5-year-old here.
Some of the girls, they usually look at it and be like, oh my God, I might hit myself in the head. I might cut myself. What if it bounces back at me? What? Honestly speaking, they really be geeked up about it. Like, it's one little guy, I'm not going to lie to you. He came at the beginning and did not leave until I started packing up.
Okay.
I taught this kid how to throw big axe. Like, his first time picking up the big axe and throwing it, he nailed it. How can you can't duplicate that. Just the way that he acted after the fact.
Absolutely. In this match right now, I couldn't quite hear the scorekeeper, but it looks like we are doing some strategy here, decision making. The Coles are waiting for the Knights to throw right now to see what they want to do. So it seems and appears like the Coles are ahead and do not want to make a risky play waiting for the Knights to throw. That's just speculation. I don't know what the score is. And it doesn't look like Jen knows what the score is either. Sure. Nikki questioning the judge right now to see what is available and what is not. And that's a good thing to make sure you have to know what you can hit and what you can't, because if you throw something that's already been hit and locked, that is counted as a 0 in the scorebook. So Nikki and Dustin switch sides. Nikki now on the right side, Dustin on the left side in the Captain America outfit. Debating which kill shot she has to throw. Meanwhile, the Coles, Manny and Anna, sitting on the back burner just waiting to see what happens. It looks like they already have their decision made up. Where are we at in this tournament, by the way? Things are running a little bit longer than we expected. We know that because we are no longer taking practice throws. We are jumping straight into these matches. We have a scoring update right now. Axe Avengers up by 4. So the score we heard earlier was wrong. Axe Avengers are up by 4, which is why they're taking extra time to make sure the scoring is correct, because these throws are important, whether or not what they hit is open or closed. The bowl, they're not sure which bowl is open, which bowl is closed. All important because, once again, if you miss the bowl on these throws, if you hit a 5 or a 4 for that middle bowl, those are now closed. But the bowl is still open. Meaning if you go for the bowl again and you miss, that counts as a 0 if you hit a 4 and 5. Looks like everybody's tapping axes, which generally means everyone's going kill shots. Manny looks a little exhausted right now. It is 9:30. This thing has been going on since 6. I stand corrected. It looks like a double bowl hit by the Knights and a double kill. No, can't be a double kill. No one's cheering right now. A bowl for 12 and a miss hit, which is a 4-point difference. Now it's a tie game, I believe. What is that?
Nick Guthries handle that he made for my boss.
That's sick.
Me and my coworkers shipped in to give this to our boss. That's our challenge point. Invented.
So these matches can end in a tie. That round, I believe, ended in a tie with that bull hit by the Knights and a miss hit by the Coles. Looking over to make sure the scores are correct. Team Sewing Blades are talking strategy right now. The order. Where can I find the order at, Anthony?
Order?
Yeah.
I have a picture of it.
After duels, we go to Big X.
Oh, the order? Oh, the order.
Yeah.
Click on this tab.
Ah. After duels, we go to the order of the matches.
Yeah, scroll back up. Oh, I see what happened. Go to, on the right, go to gameplay and rules.
We're in the Big X portion.
And scroll down.
That is John versus Greg Ward. We just competed with the duels, so this is the final Big Axe. Greg Ward has kind of he's kind of had a hot hand in Big Axe lately. He doesn't have any first place finishes, but he's finished top 5, top 9, and making heck of a run in those tournaments. We all know John. Not sure why he's not getting his axe. Must be a warm-up because Greg hasn't thrown in a while, so they gave him one mercy throw. Not sure why. The guy is lights out with the Big Axe. He stands at a whopping 6'7". John's pretty tall. How tall would you say John is? 6'3", 6'4"? Yeah. Depke is. I'm 6'3". When I stand next to them, I had to stand on my tippy toes to give Greg Ward a hug, and I look up to Depke. So Depke's got to be about 6'4". Greg Ward, I think he's 6'7". Either way, tall competitors that have to throw down to those bottom kill shots when they're open. Throw number 1, a very bottom clip of the bullseye by Greg Ward, and a miss of the bull for a 5 for John Depke. So 1 point spread going in the axe number 2. The top bull, which is a smart move strategically if you can hit it on that 2-inch bull. He's going to work his way down now to the middle bull. Depke has the top or the bottom, is imagine what he's going to go for. A miss on that middle would be a 0. A miss by Greg, resulting in a 4. And a 3 by Depke. A 2-point spread now, going to axe number 3. The 3 and 4s have now been closed, respectively, along with the top bull. Greg Ward is going to go for the middle bull right here. Can't imagine he's going to miss by much like he did on the last throw. We're pretty far behind, huh? Oh, Greg Ward goes for the bottom 2-inch bull, hits it for 6. Depke goes for a kill, misses, which does not lock the 1. That's a 0. So now we're at an 8-point spread going into throw number 4. Kill shot's going to have, final X. I missed an X somehow. 7-point spread going in the final X.
Depke calls kill.
Has to call kill. Greg Ward, I imagine, is going to go for something that he hasn't unlocked, which I believe is the middle bull. He has locked up the 4, but not the 5 or the 6. So the safe play is to go for that middle bull.
Right.
Which he does not. He plays ultra safe and goes for, I don't even know what that ring is. That's the 2 ring.
Missed 2.
That's so far outside. That's almost Pluto not being a planet anymore. Missed shot by Depke, which results in Greg Ward winning that match, for 4 points. No kill shots being hit, so 4 points awarded to X-Vengers. Dustin Knight, everybody.
You guys had that whole controversy? What do you think about that?
We don't really know what was going on.
I didn't either.
What it looked like to me from here, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, is you guys they didn't know what was closed or open. They didn't know which kill shot. Okay. So what was the problem? Tell us what was the problem.
I knew what was open, and I had the strategy, which is what we executed. Because we were up by 5. I knew we needed all red dots were open. So I was like, Nikki, you go up for the top one, I'll go for the bottom one. And somehow maybe somebody heard top and said, you can't go for another one or something. But I knew we needed 12 to put us out of reach. Because if they hit both kills, which they usually do, Anna and Manny are amazing. I wanted 17. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys end that round, that match at the top?
No, we took that one.
You guys ended up winning.
Yeah.
I thought it ended in a tie because I thought you guys were down by 4.
No, we were up by 5 in the last throw, and Manny hit his, and Anna barely missed hers. I thought they hit them both for a 1-point game, but it was fun. It was a fun game. I just getting used to this new format. Today's my first day playing it. We practiced a little bit, but some of the intricacies and rules and judging, you see, they're just working it out, and it's hella fun. It's very, very fun. Have you guys been having fun judging it or commentating on it?
I like the duels portion.
I just wish there's more throws, man. I missed 10 throws in duels.
Right. I think it might be over.
We're done? All right, I'll give you the mic back. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin. Oh. What a save. So we are still streaming. Dr. Dan coming back. We are looking at right now, wow, look at that royalty. Lucas, Garrett, Theodoro, and Kobe.
So we just
What a team.
Valkyrie still just got spanked by the Team Legends. But
Valkyrie and Steel got
yeah.
spanked by the guys we're looking at right now.
Exactly.
On the camera,
So-
which is quite surprising. Who's on your team, Dan?
Yeah, we got some. Well, we had a substitute thrower, some guy named Smith.
First name Ryan?
Yeah, first name Ryan.
I think
yeah,
we've heard about him.
He joined the team like literally this game. So
do not lob up excuses for that guy.
So we're excited about our future. If we get we have another addition when the name is Ryan Smith.
Is he official on your team, or is there still like an initiation
we
process?
were just trying him out. You know, I heard that he's pretty good at axe throwing, and so we decided to give him a tryout.
It didn't work out.
It
So
didn't
is
work
he
out
cut?
at all. He's not used to the different. He's not used to. Oh wait, actually, Valkyrian still okay.
Oh, he's got a jersey on right now. Dan, you're missing out on this
I think I might be missing out on this photo. So there's a Valkyrian Steel photo I think I missed out on.
So did you guys just get second place?
We might be in last place because we went 0-2 today. We lost to Jackalope and we lost to Team Legend.
So-
Pretty sure they do like football style.
I was just going to ask the format.
Wins, losses.
So the way
That's a round robin?
So the way the Melee series
No,
works
everyone
is
doesn't play everybody.
everybody does play everybody,
Oh.
and just like other sports, we play the regular season to rank for the playoffs, which is Worlds.
Based on wins, right?
Yeah, correct. So based off wins, we will seed everybody for the World Championship, and then at Worlds, we're going to deem the Melee World Championship.
So as of right now, in our second event, who is in the lead right now?
Probably either maybe Soaring Blades or Widowmakers is, I think, in the lead, but it could be Team Legends because I'm not quite sure how they did in the first game.
So we do have another match.
So we do have another match between Jackalope and Widowmakers. So looks like we had a comment from Nick Rich.
I have not been keeping up with the comments.
Yo, Papa Rob.
Papa Rob.
So what is going on, Nick Rich? Thank you for making a comment. You are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend Nick.
And the only person to beat Ryan Smith.
That is true. The only person to beat Smith in his 2020 run in Hatchet at the World Championship.
Run.
So it looks like we have Team Jackalope versus Team Widowmaker here. We got Ryan Gustin, and I'm not quite sure who the other Widowmaker thrower is.
So Ryan Gustin showed me his axe in hurling hatchets a couple years ago, and he had a convex curved handle, which is against the traditional curve of a handle when you're throwing.
I throw a reverse curve as well.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Have you always done that?
I recently switched about 6 months ago, so I throw a reverse curve as well.
What made you switch, and
so
why?
The reason why I switched is because when you have a reverse curve, it gives a little bit more length to the axe in a sense of throwing, meaning that when you have a reverse curve, you can actually have a shorter handle and you get more distance with your throw because of the rotation. So you can actually throw a shorter handled axe and get more distance with a reverse curve.
What length is your handle?
Mine is 18 inches.
and what's the curve? Wait, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about hatchet.
Talking about hatchet, okay. I'm just making sure we weren't talking about big axe or something.
Correct. And so
18-inch handle?
18-inch handle,
on
correct.
A reverse curve?
On a reverse curve. So
do you stand at the 12-foot line?
I actually stand about 12, almost 13 inches on purpose.
Interesting.
Because I like to stand behind the 12-foot line a little bit further back because when it comes to venues, not all venues are created equal. And I would prefer to be used to throwing a little bit longer than a little bit shorter. That's why I do it.
I am a big fan of home field axe throwing venues, meaning them being different types of wood, different flooring, different lighting. I like that. I think that makes for a unique tournament experience, much like different baseball stadiums. Different experience in each venue. And you have to adapt. Harder wood, you got to have more axes in your bag.
That is true. I mean, every venue is a little bit different. And when you first get to a venue, you have to very quickly assess the distances, the wood type. And when you're first starting out, you're not quite sure what you need to be throwing at the time.
Yeah. Two young bloods right here, Tyler Seidel, Dylan Teets.
And Dylan Teets. There we go.
Exciting throwers. Tyler Seidel is a little bit more calm and collective. Dylan Teets looking at Tyler while he throws that practice throw.
As he throws,
I like his style.
It might be maybe an intimidation factor between Dylan and Tyler, but I would agree. You're definitely looking at the future of axe throwing between these two throwers because they're both very talented throwers, probably around the same age. I believe they're in their early 20s, both throwers.
So we got a 3-point spread going in the axe number 2 here. Top bull closed and a 3 closed. Looks like they're picking up the pace a little bit, walking a little bit more crisp. Bull.
Looks like we got both middle bulls hit between those two throwers.
Still a 3-point spread. I imagine they're just going to walk it down to the next bullseye.
So I believe Dylan went down and Tyler went up on the first one. So I think they're going to switch on this one. Yep. So one went up and one went down.
Hit. Hard to tell from here. And they're definitely picking up the pace. These young bloods, look, they're walking fast. I can't keep up with these guys.
They do.
I'm a slow walker. That 12-foot walk for me is slow.
So it looks like we got kills called on both sides. We might have a hit.
Hit with a highly over-rotated axe.
Oh, it looks like we got a new judge, too. We got Brendan Wozniak as your new judge on the lane. So I'm going to give Brendan a little bit of a shout-out because he throws out of Timber Beast in Medina, Ohio. We got 2 low kills.
And a
looks like we got a miss from Tyler and a hit from Dylan. And again, Dylan is just killing it on these.
Dylan is one of those throwers that can make some noise on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him throw on Saturday for sure. So I believe Dylan took that match, and looks like we have Kyle Rickenball and. Oh no, wait, do we have duels?
Oh, we missed a match.
So we missed a hatchet match
Somehow
with
we missed
Widowmaker.
a match.
We did miss a match, so it looks like we got Kyle Durant and David Sycon throwing duels.
So 4 points for the win for Dylan there, and then 1 or 2 kill shots hit.
I think he might have hit 2.
So 6 points.
I think he hit the upper and the lower.
For Team Jackalope there on that Hatchet 2, which we thought was Hatchet 1, but it was Hatchet 2.
And so it looks like we have the Colomayas again for duels. And it looks like we have Kyle Durant with yet another new duels partner in David Sycon.
So Durant has had the privy to throw with half of the championship team with Vin.
That's right.
As well as David.
One-eyed dumpster.
My goodness.
So Kyle Durant has been the duels. It looks like he's a dual.
He's the floater.
Multi-tool. Because he's just throwing with everybody.
There's lots of words that can describe that, but we'll go with multi-tool.
Although floater's not a bad choice.
He's a utility thrower, is what
utility
we'll call it.
thrower. I like it. Wow, there's still 46 people viewing the Ustream stream.
What kind of comments are we working with, Dan?
So it looks like we're a little light on the comments. So I just I want to encourage you.
That just means we have to bring up something controversial.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who are watching, please feel free to comment, and we'll do our best to answer. But it looks like we got throw 1, and we looks like we got
bull?
We might have a double bull from the Colomayas. It looks like we have a bull and a 2 from Widowmakers.
I had asked Kyle busting out his flashlight from a distance.
He is
Looks
true.
like a pocket-held LED light.
He's not messing around with that light.
That's kind of a flex on his part. I asked Kendra and Nick, do you guys give each other advice when you guys throw, or do you guys just sit back? Because I know sometimes when you're spouses, it's kind of hard to listen to the other about how you throw. She said it's definitely difficult, but Nick is an outstanding coach, despite never coaching ever. And I said, it sounds like he slept on the couch a couple times.
Well, for those of you who have ever met Nick Colomaya, he is definitely one of the most likable, friendly,
big personalities,
lovable guys that you ever want to meet. He is one of those throwers that is just super talented, whether it's hatchet or big axe or duels. He can do it all. He's just that great of a thrower.
Dr. Dan, I got a question for you, serious one. Who has got the best logo and jersey?
I mean, I'm a little partial because I wear the black and white from Valkyrian Steel, so I love keeping it classic. But I'm not gonna lie, I love the colors from Jackalope.
Jackalope, yeah. I think the 2 logos that we have up right now are.
So we actually did
quite creative.
So
I
we
like
actually
them both.
So we actually we got a comment from Cascadia Axe Company, but I'm sneaky suspicious that this is going to be Bird Durant, who is married to Kyle Durant.
Slightly biased.
So she said, "Let's go, Kyle." Our favorite. Cascadia said, "Let's go, Kyle," with our favorite multi-tool. So apparently, Cascadia is calling Kyle a tool.
Nailed it.
So thank you, Cascadia. For the very observant comment of the multi-tool that is Kyle Durant.
In this match, I'm not really sure where we stand score-wise. However, Sycon's going back to take a look at what's open and switches axes. He's going to be going.
So it looks like he's going for a kill shot.
The Kalamayas are also taking their time, but everyone taps the X, which usually indicates kill shots from everybody.
And when it comes to the Kolomayas, I know that they're not shy about going up for kill shots. They're definitely.
Do they go for the same kill?
I don't think they will because I believe they're up in this match.
It's too risky right now.
So I think they're going to go opposite kills.
Do you think Widowmakers do?
I don't think so either. I think they're going to go for points. And honestly, it looks like everybody's going up, but it looks like everyone's going for opposite kills.
Up, nod.
So looks like we got Robert Young commenting on the stream saying, "Let's go Sycon." Hey, good throwing today, Robert. You did great, and it was fun to watch you throw. Ooh, did we get all kills on all four?
Who was that? Kendra?
It looks like
Kendra's a little bit low.
It looks like Kendra is a little low.
So some points gained by the Widowmakers right there.
Yeah, so it looks like we got a hit and a miss and a hit and a miss. But I believe the Kolomayas might have been up on the match.
Is there a specific event that you're most excited about this weekend?
So for this weekend, I would
Besides
say
Melee, of course.
I mean, Melee's been great, but obviously the Hatchet is the granddaddy of them all.
Let's jump over to this lane. It's an unofficial lane right now. Lucas.
So it looks like we have Vin and Alviso for Big Axe.
Yes.
So this is probably about the third Big Axe match that I've seen Dave throw, and we have two veteran Big Axe throwers between Vin Crescenzo and Dave Alviso. So we got throw number one. Robert, you're very welcome. I know you were a little off and on, but my friend, you're an excellent thrower, and it was fun to watch you throw. So the future is bright for you, my friend. So it looks like we got a bullseye from Vin, a center bull, and maybe an upper bull from Dave.
Dave just went for the upper bowl and missed.
In his practice.
Well, that was practice.
It was practice. So
I didn't think they were doing practice anymore.
I think they are doing practice.
Oh wow!
So it looks like we got a bull, and we're tied. So probably Dave is probably going to go for the middle bull since he went high, and I don't know where Vin's going to go. He's either going to go low or high on this throw. So we looks like we got a 3 and a 4, or maybe it might be a 5. It looks like we got a 5 from Dave and a 3 from Vin. And yes, Cascadia, a.k.a. Bird, Widowmakers are doing great. I would agree. Cascadia, I mean Bird. So we're going into throw 3, and I believe...
Robert Young sighting.
Oh, there he is. So Robert Young, not only does he comment, but he comes and makes a cameo to the broadcast stream. So it looks like we got a double bull on the low bullseye. So I believe, I think Dave is up by 1 because he hit the 3 versus... Oh, no, he hit the 5 versus Vin's 3. And we're in royalty. We got Zeus Crawford, the 2020 Big Ash champ, coming over and saying hi as well. Everybody loves Zach. He is a gentleman and a scholar as well. And maybe we might get a few words from Zach if he wants to come over and say hi. So we got a kill from Vin and possibly a lean kill by Alviso, which would maintain the lead. A hit and a hit. And so it looks like we're going to go low kills from both throwers, and I believe Jackalope is up by 2. Cascadia. Yeah, it's Bird. Shocker.
What? No.
We didn't figure that at all.
Come on.
Thank you, Bird.
Context clues.
Thank you,
strong.
Bird, for your kind comments. We love comments on the YouTube stream.
Big throw coming up.
All right,
Vinny
so
taking a little adjustment.
last throw, I look like Jackalope is up. If Dave hits this, he'll put the game out of reach. Looks like he's low from his lean. So if Dave hits this kill shot, I believe Widowmakers will take it.
Vin hits.
Oh, Vin hits an upper kill. So I guess he didn't hit the upper kill below. So I believe Widowmakers does take this big axe match.
Lead change.
I think it is a lead change. Bird loves us. So we're getting a little love from Bird. So thank you, thank you, Bird, for the kind words. We love you too. So I believe Widowmakers did take that big axe match with that hit kill shot, but I'm not quite sure who took the match. So
I think Widowmakers took that match.
I did think Widowmakers took that match too.
Looked like Kyle was getting ready to get in the lane, as well as Tyler Seidel.
Well, I think we might be in between rounds 1 and 2, but that might have been round 2 between the two teams.
Once again, we cannot see where they're at in the match or where they're at in the game. So that was either going in the halftime or the end of it.
Correct. So in a melee match, there's actually 2 rounds. So we have a first round and a second round.
The fact that the judge is staying in the lane kind of tells me that it might have been halftime.
It might be halftime, or
we're just
the
hanging out.
The fact that no one else is coming up might mean that the game is over.
Now y'all are just listening to us.
Correct.
Those of you, how many viewers have we got right now, Dr. Dan?
Okay, so it looks like we got about 43 viewers.
43 viewers
and we look
who are
like,
all going to tell us right now their predictions for the brackets tomorrow
of hatchet.
knife throwing.
Oh, for knife throwing. That's right. We got
knife throwing is our first event tomorrow on Friday morning.
Correct.
Shoot us right now in the comments who you think will be in the finals. So we have another match coming up.
So it looks like we were in halftime, and it looks like we have Dave Alviso picking up a hatchet.
And after knife tomorrow, so sometime midday, we'll start our Big Axe brackets.
Correct.
Which are, please tune in to the Big Axe brackets, because those are going to be a bloodbath of great rounds.
It is going to be a murderer's row of Big Axe throwers.
Both brackets are balanced pretty well.
Now,
and the second rounds of both brackets are going to be very competitive, highly talented throwers in both brackets.
Now,
so definitely tune in tomorrow. Give us in the comments who you think's going to win.
So one of my favorite Big Axe throwers who got delayed from his flight today, so he wasn't able to throw in melee for Team Valkyrian Steel.
Hold on, don't tell me. No, tell me.
Is Tyler Flynn.
Oh, gosh. How did I not? Well, you just lobbed up a softball for me.
I actually did.
Strike 3 for me. Oh,
so
my
Two-Spin Flynn, who is a dire.
Arguably the best.
Arguably one of the best Big Axe throwers, was not with Valkyrian Steel today because he was delayed in his flight today coming from Ohio. So hopefully Tyler will make it in tonight.
That's about the only way you could beat that guy.
Apparently being delayed is the only way Tyler Flynn can lose Big Axe.
You just got to call in a favor to Southwest Airlines.
So we have duels, Chippendales on Saturday from Lisa, and then we got Mike Day from Chris. Chris is calling Mike Day for taking it all. I'm not sure
Mike Day.
I don't know if he's taking it for knife or for Big Axe, but let us know, Chris, if Mike is taking it for knife or Big Axe. We got Cascadia. Cascadia's calling Lucas for knife.
Who's Lucas? Who?
Lucas, I don't know. Some guy named Lucas.
We got a couple of Lucases in this tournament.
So
Luke Eyes.
Yeah.
So that's throw number 1 right there.
So we got a high kill or high bull for Dave.
Oh, that was practice.
That was
Never mind.
practice.
Pardon
Okay,
me.
that was
Pardon
practice.
Me. It looked like they were taking it so serious. Hey, practice like you play, right?
Cascadia wanted to clarify.
Mike
that
Morton, everybody,
Cascadia
commissioner.
Wanted to clarify that it is Lucas Johnson.
Lucas Johnson.
Lucas Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So we weren't sure which Lucas they were talking about.
Lucas Johnson. I mean, that's a pretty good pick.
I would say. I'm gonna. You know what?
We got a 3 and a 6.
I'm actually gonna go with a little bit of a dark horse for knife. I'm gonna call Dylan Teets.
Dylan Teets and knife.
And knife.
Okay.
Because
I like your style, Dr. Dan.
Because it's a bold prediction because Dylan
6'6".
is just that talented. So I'm calling Dylan Teets for
3-point game going into axe number 3. Dylan Teets, I didn't even know he threw knives.
He does. So
Chris is correcting us.
So he's taking Mike Day for knives.
Mike Day for knives.
Mike Day for knives. So
where does Mike Day throw out of?
I'm not sure. Chris, let us know where Mike Day throws out of because we're not familiar with Mike Day.
We got a 3 and a 3. I think that 3's closed on his side.
It might be.
So
yeah. So with Dave with his head nod down, looks like he threw a 3, knowing that it's closed out.
I think we're tied now going to Axe 4. I think.
So it looks like we're going to get some kill shots probably for throw 4.
Strategy being discussed by Jackalope. Kill shot called.
All right, so we got
Both going up.
both going up.
I believe we're tied.
So it looks like we got maybe a hit from Tyler and maybe a hit from Dave.
Nope, that's not a hit from Dave.
Dave-
Look at his expression. His expression is
So
of
it
defeat.
looks like we got a miss from Brendan. Brendan called both. I saw both thumbs down, so I believe that it's still tied.
Still tied.
And we're going
going up.
And we're going up for kills. And it's
So even though that kill shot attempt was missed, they can go for that kill shot again.
Correct.
Per the rules.
So
Kyle coming in, talking to Dave, making sure. Kyle is the coach of Team Jackalope.
So Chris is telling us that Mike Day throws out of Indiana.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like we got a hit from Tyler.
And a miss.
A miss from Dave. So it
Dave
looks
is off his game today.
So maybe they should keep Dave in Big Axe.
Ryan Gustin coming over here with gusto.
So
I did. We are excited. Are you about to go throw?
So-
Are we going to see you on TV?
All right, so we're gonna get some more royalty. We're gonna get Ryan Gustin throwing some hatchet. Duels. Okay, so we're gonna get Ryan Gustin. Oh, we have Nick Kolomaya throwing some hatchet. So we got Kolomaya stepping out. So like again, Nick can throw everything.
My man.
So we got Nick Kolomaya, and I'm not quite sure who Widowmakers. Who is this throwing hatchet? Do you know, Rob?
I don't. I'm
I don't-
unfamiliar.
So
Commissioner, who is this throwing on the Widowmaker?
So if you guys know from Widowmakers who's throwing hatchet against Nick, please let us know in the comments. Because we're not quite sure who he is. And by the way, we're also in the presence of royalty. We have the one and only Mike Morton, the commissioner of the World Axe Throwing League. And so for those of you who don't know, Mike Morton is one of the hardest working men that I know, and making sure that WATL and the Axe Throwing League is running as smoothly as possible. So I want to give shout out to Mike Morton and all his hard work for not only creating the Quarantine Axe Throwing League, but taking the helm from Mario Zalay, who did a great job, and taking WATL to the next level. So thank you, Mike, for all your hard work.
Tip of the hat, Mike.
Tip of the hat to Mike Morton, because not only is he a great guy, but he's an amazing commissioner.
Man, I thought I knew the whole Widowmaker team.
Now,
Something like that.
axe throwing could be to be desired, but you know what? We can say that about all of us. All of us can throw better, huh, Mike?
So kill shots being called. That must mean we're on axe number 4.
So it looks like this is Ty from Cascadia, and he's a sub for the Widowmakers. So that's who's throwing hatchet
He's
for the
a
Widowmakers.
sub. That's
He's a
why I
sub.
don't recognize him.
I don't recognize him either. Thank you, Bird.
Apologies, Ty.
Thank you, Bird, for
Thank
the
you,
clarification.
Cascadia.
Cascadia. Thank you, Cascadia, for the comments. So good luck for Ty. So we got a hit from it looks like hit from Nick and a miss from Ty, going in to throw 5. So it looks like we're having another kill shot called. Ty's
gotta
going
go
up,
bottom.
and Nick's got to go down.
Nick in the paintball jersey for Jackalope.
So yeah, you can't miss Nick and the Jackalope team with the paintball jerseys.
Looks like he clipped
Looks
it.
like he clipped it.
Although
and
his expression says otherwise.
We got a miss from Ty and maybe a hit from Nick. And it looks like from the cheering from the Jackalope, looks like Nick would kill, and another 2 points for kill shots and 2 points for the win. So great throwing, Nick Kolomaya, who again can literally throw anything.
Pretty standard for him.
I mean, if you gave Nick Kolomaya a screwdriver, he'd probably hit those 2.
So the Kolomaya's garage is on my list of places to go.
I would agree.
Because I've seen their garage
I
and their
would agree.
targets many of times in their Facebook streams, along with Goose and Sasha, along with the Philly
Sasha, yeah.
space. Those are like my top 2 places I'd like to visit.
I believe Goose and Shasta are actually going to be here this weekend.
Yes, tomorrow. They get in tomorrow.
So
I
I'm
hope
excited.
to see that.
I'm excited to meet them.
I hope to see that pink and black and white
So we
mix
have
that Goose makes.
We have another established team from Jackalope. We have Blind Squirrel of we have Kyle Rickenball and the aforementioned Ryan Gustin for Team Flying Squirrel. Blind Squirrel.
Flying Squirrel.
Blind Squirrel is
Blind
their
Squirrel.
is their
Well, I've
is
been
their
calling him Flying Squirrel.
Blind Squirrel is actually their team
Flying
name.
Squirrel. Oh, Blind Squirrel is the team name.
Is a team name.
All right, I smell what you're
and then,
stepping
and
in
then
right
we have we have Dave Sycon.
Who's that guy? Dave Sycon?
David Sycon, who won something.
He's kind of
he
a
won,
well-known
He won
fella.
something recently.
He is the only Canadian Open winner ever.
And that's
Defending
true.
Canadian Open winner.
He does well in Canada.
In dramatic fashion.
I think Dave Sycon might be part Canadian.
Dave Sycon and Michael Kump literally changed the rules and format of WATL to the current format that we have now with the inch
That
and
is
a half.
true.
It used to be 3 inches, believe it or not, 3-inch
A kill shot. That's true.
which they hit 23 in a row or 20.
That's a little bit before my time, Rob. because
23 in a row they
When
hit.
I started throwing, the kill shot was 1.5 inches.
Before the kill shot for Kump was completely blown out. His axe landed a little flat, and he dropped, and David Sycon went on the win.
Yes. So
One of my favorite tournaments I've ever been to, by the way,
So,
was the Canadian Open.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, this is actually the 2018 Canadian Open.
2019.
2019?
Yes.
Okay. So 2019 Canadian Open. You can YouTube it and watch this amazing,
Please YouTube it.
amazing match between David Sycon and Mike Kump.
And we talked about Pops Melby earlier. That
And
was
Pops Melby.
Melby's like big debut on
Pops
ESPN.
Malvey was on the stream. Mario Zalay was on the stream.
And Mario Zelaya dropped on ESPN.
We're
John
not-
Bradley's not the only one that's
We're not
dropped
going to
on
talk
ESPN.
about that. No. Ian Malpass is not going to talk about that either, about dropping on ESPN.
So wow, look at the company of people that we've had drop on ESPN. John
That's true.
Bradley, Michael Kump, Mario,
Ian Malpass.
Ian.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Exclusive company
So,
you guys have
so
right now.
for those of you who drop their axes, everybody does it.
It happens.
Unfortunately, not everybody does it on ESPN.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Correct.
It looks easy on ESPN because those guys are the best of the best.
Yep.
It's similar to golf. Golf looks like a very easy sport when you watch it on TV.
That's true.
But when you get out there on the course like me and just hack it up.
All right.
I
so
mean,
it
I
looks
got a cool 35 handicap
all right,
or so.
So it looks like we're going into throw 4.
Robert Young, everybody.
All right, Robert Young, everybody. So for those of you who were comment, the one and only Robert Young, who was commenting, is coming and giving us hugs. So
Get some rest, kid.
So good luck at Hatchet, Robert.
Speaking of royalty, Commissioner.
We have another commissioner. So we've gone from one commissioner to another.
Commissioner party.
So we have now the commissioner of the knife throwing league. We have Evan Walters. Evan, would you like to say a few words to the 39 people that are listening to on YouTube?
Throw more knives.
Well said, Commissioner.
Throw more knives.
Well said.
So that was very wise words from Evan Walters.
And we'll see that tomorrow morning.
We are going to see it tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to have knives throwing, and we're going to have our knives championship. And so hopefully Travis Blank can defend his title.
Dan, you want to get real crazy right now?
What's that?
Let's ask the commissioner who he thinks is going to win tomorrow.
So Evan, Cascadia Axe says hi to you.
Evan, who do you think is going to be in the top 4 tomorrow?
Oh, who
I think is going to be in the top
for knives?
for WKTL?
For knives. Who's your top 4 prediction for knives, Evan?
We have a lot of interesting talent coming in. I mean, obviously, clearly some really hard hitters.
Evan Walters.
I think the two to look out for are going to be Travis Blank and Lucas Johnson.
Okay.
I mean, solid picks. Yeah.
I mean, those are good picks.
Horse? Ooh, dark horse. You know, I can't say.
I already gave you my dark horse.
We have Dr. Dan's. Dylan Teets.
Dylan Teets.
I didn't know if I was supposed to say it. Oh, here we go. We got
my dark horse who I'm rooting for?
Yeah.
Mike Morton.
Mike Morton, the axe throwing commissioner.
What a play!
You know, a diplomatic call.
Well played.
So no, actually, so my lead horse to win, non-dark horse
Knives.
of knives, Austin Bach. Austin Bach, who throws out of Michigan.
Austin Bach is on
he
the
is
top.
number 2 on the for the knife throwing leaderboard, and Austin Bach is a killer for knives. And so he is, I don't believe in dark horse because he's amazing at knives.
I'm over here watching this practice lane, and I see Lucas Johnson, Ryan Smith, Zach Crawford, and I can't quite see Valkyrian Steel.
So Cascade, JT.
JT over here.
JT
Those 4
Makovich.
guys in one lane. What kind of experience do you think is involved in that arena?
I have no idea what they're doing,
My
but
goodness, they're just practicing. They're just
Cascadia Axe also agrees with Evan Walters. Cascadia Axe is also cheering for Mike Morton.
Here we go. Look
for
at this
knives.
practice lane. The collective talent in that lane.
All
is
right,
pretty
so
impressive.
we got Jeb. Oh, this is underhand. This is underhand competition between Jeb
camera.
and Lucas Johnson.
We're gonna go back to the.
So again, we have the one aforementioned Dylan Teets against Vin Crescenzo in Big Axe. I don't know if this is throw 1 or a practice.
Looks like
Looks like a practice.
I imagine I've never thrown Big Axe against Vinny, but I imagine he's kind of intimidating to throw against.
Well, if you can't tell, Vin is a very imposing gentleman. He's probably, 6'3", 6'4"?
I'm 6'3", and I look up to him. So he's 6'4", 6'5", maybe.
Okay. But I would like to call Vin a gentle giant because he's very soft-spoken, very kind-hearted individual, and I'm a Vin fan. I love Vin. He's such a sweetheart, and for being such a big guy, he has a very kind heart.
I agree with you. He's a big teddy bear.
He is
However,
a big teddy bear.
I will say this. His demeanor in the arena is kind of intimidating. He's very confident, and his throws are very pure with gusto.
Yeah,
which is intimidating to me.
He's actually one of the harder throwing throwers. He throws like a dart and just fires it right in there. Look at that. He's got an upper bull, and just smashes it. We got Kevin. Commenting that he's throwing duels tomorrow. Can't wait to hang out. All right, nice to meet you, Kevin. I'm not familiar with your name, Kevin, but please come over, say hi, introduce yourself.
Kevin,
to
where are you from?
Introduce yourself to me or Rob. We'd love to meet you.
Please say hi.
Yep. So Kevin, good luck in duels tomorrow. So it looks like we're going into throw 3, and probably low bull because neither one of them I don't believe has hit a low bull.
That blue line is 17 feet. Vin is a solid foot behind.
He is.
Dylan is just over that blue line.
Yeah, he's right
Both
on it.
Taking a step. Dan, do you take a step when you throw Big Axe?
I do.
One-handed now?
One-handed now.
So,
I have to.
We talk about the one-handed throw being more accurate
Yep.
before. Do you know any one-handed throwers that don't step? They have a stationary throw when they throw one-handed.
Quite a few.
Really?
So we got Josh Russo.
I know that guy.
Yeah, he got second place at Worlds.
Yep.
We got Zach Zeus Crawford,
Okay.
defending world champion.
He's not bad.
We got. All right, we got the
Thank
one
you,
and only
Scott.
Vale Cook saying bye. Thank you, Vale, for saying bye. Stopping by and saying hi. We have Dustin Wellman, who doesn't take a step as well. Dustin Wellman is a sniper at Big Axe. And it looks like Dylan Teets. Looks like Dylan Teets is not taking a step either.
No, he took a step.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Or is he throwing from 17 feet?
I think he's a no-stepper
Wow,
for
look
Big
at,
Axe.
he's going for kill. He just moved about 8 inches closer.
So Vin does take a step, and looks like he smashed it.
Dylan doesn't. Wow.
See? Look at that. Just
What
a
an adjustment from
see,
Dylan.
a nice
The
little
last
flick of
throw
wrist.
from Dylan was a
Speaking of
bowl.
Josh Russo, he's right here.
And he was right at 17 feet. He just scooted up to about 16 and a half.
So,
to go
Josh,
for that upper
so
kill.
we were talking about the advantages of stepping or not stepping for Big Axe. What is your opinion?
Definitely no step. Solely because you want your Big Axe to be the same as your hatchet throw, right? Everybody has mastered their hatchet throw by this point in the game, you know? Why is Big Axe treated any different? I don't know. It shouldn't be.
So, there you go. So, so that was Josh. Wise words from Josh Russo. Number 2. Yeah, empty. Yeah. Number 2, second place at the World Championship last year at the 2022 Big Axe World Championship. And if you guys have ever seen Josh throw, his hatchet and his big axe are identical throws.
I call Josh the Johnny Cash of axe throwing.
Why do you say that? 'Cause
Normally he's dressed in all black, although he's rocking the white melee shirt right now.
He usually wears
was
black.
dressed in all
He
black
usually wears
earlier.
black, yep.
And he's got that slick black hair. He's got that demeanor that's calm and cool.
Josh does have a good set of
He's
hair.
got this obnoxiously unbalanced throw that is super precise.
Correct.
Johnny Cash of axe throwing.
So I think that what Josh was alluding to is that by no stepping, you're eliminating variables and you're adding more consistency to your throw. Now, to be fair, I've tried no stepping big axe one-handed. It is very difficult. It takes a lot of upper body strength. So if you're ex-military like Josh Russo, you have a lot of upper body strength.
Professional wrestler.
And ex-wrestler. And I'm not talking WWE.
Not WWE.
We're talking to be like Greco-Roman wrestler.
That's what he did for a living in the Marines.
He made a living in the Marines as a wrestler, so he has a lot of upper body strength. So it does take a lot of upper body strength to no step. So it looks like Kevin throws at Arkansas. So thank you, Kevin. So let us know your home venue, Kevin, because I'm not familiar with Arkansas venues.
So photo opportunity for Widowmakers. I'm thinking since they did a photo first, they won.
I think so. I mean, I feel like Jackalope might have taken that match. I'm not quite sure who took that match.
Team Jackalope is moving to the back.
So we might be winding down the stream now because it looks like we're out of matches, and
we are
so
going to rejoin the stream, Anthony, tomorrow morning at what time? Do you think?
9 a.m.
So 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
So 9 a.m. We're gonna come back in strong for Knives. So thank you so much. The 36 of you have been listening very diligently to hear me and Big Shot Rob ramble over Melee. It's been my pleasure to...
Thanks for your patience.
No. It's been my pleasure to hang out with Rob. I'm actually hanging out all weekend long because I'm done throwing. So all I just came to is...
I am also not throwing.
So
Dan, let's jump on the commentary
So
tomorrow
I'm going to
morning.
try to join Rob tomorrow and do some more talking and give you guys some more insight.
It's been a pleasure, Dan.
Yeah. Thank you, Cascadia. We've been trying to do our best to entertain. Kevin throws out of Urban Forest Axe House. So shout out to Urban Forest Axe House.
Shout out.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, guys. I'm Dr. Dan. Big Shot Rob Leverance is out. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Knives.